Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Sunday morning now. I must tell you, one of the joys of coming in here so early in the morning is to see, especially this time of year, see the sunrise. Oh, it was beautiful this morning. I can't tell you. It just, as I went through Studley, it just popped over the horizon and it was just gorgeous. Anyway, less about that, but it was absolutely stunning. How are you on this Sunday morning? Well, I hope I've got a lovely show lined up for you. Would you like to see what we've got in our show today? Here is le menu. So Sunday best, we've got 8 o'clock designer fabric finds. Oh, now, as well as designer fabric finds, I've also opened a haberdashery store. So I'll be welcoming you to John Scott's haberdashery store. At 9 o'clock, we've got a lovely new guest, Amanda Wyatt. She's up at 9 o'clock doing Nautical Bags. At 10 o'clock, I've got Marvellous Monochrome. That's me again. And then at 11 o'clock, now it says sewing machine secrets. I'll tell you now exactly what it is. It's all about our new overlocker, which I keep going on and on. I'll have a sewing machine on the table as well, but Amanda's going to take you through I think we've only seen it once before, the Elna overlocker. It's absolutely stunning. Comes in a little bundle, you get free gifts with it and everything. Fantastic. Now, we want you to get in touch. We're very, very interactive. The best way to get in touch is by the web chat. And what you have to do for that is you go to our website, www.sewingquarter.com. You go to the front page there, and then you see where it says watch. You click on watch today's show, and then you get an even bigger picture of me, and then you just scroll down the page slightly, and you'll see that box there that says message the studio. All you do is you write your message in there. Now, please keep it brief in that box, because you run out of letters. Happy Sunday, says producer Hannah. She's not in a happy mood at all, though. Oh, are you? It's difficult to know today. She's still a bit jet-lagged from her holidays to Cuba and Chicago. Anyway, you can send a message there. You can also send an email to studio at sewingquarter.com. Studio@sewingquarter.com is where you want to send the email. Now, you see that products from today's show. They're all yesterday's products. In a minute, all of those will disappear. And as we introduce pieces and notions and fabrics in this show today, they will appear there. You can just click on them and pop them in your basket. Talking about popping them in your basket, if you're watching the show live on the internet, or you're shopping on the internet, if you just scroll up to the top there, next to where I was, there, you can just see, it says Spectrum Glamour Pinks fabric. They're from yesterday. But as we're doing the live show, live auctions, live sales, excuse me, that will come up the item that I'm actually selling at that moment in time. All you do is pop it in your basket. Make sure you check out your basket. I will give you warnings if stocks are low, because I don't want anyone to miss out, because putting it in your basket doesn't guarantee that you've definitely got it. But we've got a policy of charging one post and packaging for the whole day, £2.95 for the whole day. Even if you buy the overlocker or a sewing machine or anything, you pay £2.95 post and packaging. Be with you within 4 to 6 working days. It's brilliant, isn't it? Right, so shall we get on? Because I've got lots of lovely fabrics to show you this hour, so I better get started, hadn't I? Right, so what we've done is we've got gorgeous designer fabrics here, and we've bundled them up for you. What we've done is each of them, you get a metre of each fabric. Now, you can't mix and match the bundles. The bundles have to come up as you see them now. But they're gorgeous. And you're getting a metre of each fabric, remember? A metre of each fabric. So where do I start? Okay, let's start with this one then. This is the first one on my sheet. What I'll do is I'll run through the 5 bundles quickly, and then I'll go through them all in thorough detail for you. This is cute, isn't it? Look, you get the 3 lovely toning fabrics here. This is called Twilight Zone. Not quite sure why. But you get a metre of the Amy Butler, it's Take Flight it's called. The Amy Butler Take Flight in zinc. You get, that's this one here, that's the middle one here, sorry. Then you also have the Vine fabric in plum and in sky. So you get metre, 3 metres of designer fabric there for £39.95. Isn't it lovely? Love those colours together, because obviously I'll talk about the toning and everything later, but they tone with those. Those tone gorgeous, aren't they? Designer fabric. Hello, Simone. Really looking forward to seeing the overlocker. That's love, Simone. Oh, Simone, that's at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, the overlocker. So stay with us. So, okay, so that's the first bundle. That's the first bundle called Twilight Zone, that one. Nora, morning, John. A beautiful sunny day here in Swanage. Another fantastic shirt. Apples, these are. Did you notice? Apples. Oh, apparently they look like conkers on the telly. They're apples, look. Do you want to see? Nice. Okay, moving on. Aegean or Aegean, depends if you live there, Aegean or Aegean jewels. That's the sea that goes around the islands of Greece, isn't it? The Greece islands. If you go to Skopelos or Skiathos, the sea that you're swimming in is the Aegean, or the Aegean, as they call it. I love it. Really, really lovely. Oh, I haven't got any specifications on this one. You get a metre of each fabric, right? The Aegean jewels, you get a metre of each fabric. Now, this one is called, I know what this is called. Oh, it's too early on a Sunday morning. That's atrium. That one's atrium, that one, isn't it? The one in the middle there. But these are the Aegean jewels. I can tell you later. But that's a bundle of, they get a metre of each. You get a metre of the atrium there. Oh, that's got some sort of exotic name, like a Moroccan twist or something like that. And then this one here is like a gem structure, isn't it? I've got white and eucalyptus. Anyway, I'll come back to that later. You can get the thing up. What's the other two called then? Right, Casbah. Crystalline will be this one. And that's atrium, isn't it? Oh, arbor. I thought one of them was called atrium. I do apologise. You sure? Oh, well, it might be the atrium range. Actually, I think the range is called atrium. £39.95 for a metre. They're nice, aren't they? Really lovely together. I'll show you things that you can make with them afterwards. Then I've got this one here. This is nice. This one again has got the arbor fabric then, the one I've been calling atrium, but in the pink and the purple. Look, that's nice, isn't it? You get a metre of that. This is called Tickle Pink. Oh, now I've got the details of this one. Oh, it's just the atrium range. It's from the atrium range. So this is called Tickle Pink, these three. What you get here is you get the arbor fabric in fuchsia. That's what they've called that one. Then you've got the cumulus, which is this one, the clouds, a metre of that. And then you also get the pyramids, which is this one. That's a nice bundle as well, isn't it? They're lovely together, aren't they? A metre, £39.95. Two more to show you quickly before we move on. This is nice. Now, I like this. We've made a skirt out of this fabric, out of that fabric there. I love these. Love these. Well, I don't have favourites. Yes, these two are the pink, Tickle Pink one that we just had, and this one are my two favourites, I have to say. These are called, this is called abacus, this one here. Jewel in the desert, this whole, who's made these names up? So they've really got to sound with them, haven't they? So this one's called abacus in eucalyptus. Then we've got bazaar in lichen. Oh, that must be that one. I've not seen that one before. Bazaar in lichen. And then we've also got grace in mint. That's that one. Grace in mint. I like that. I've never seen, you know what? I've never seen this one before. That's a premiere. It's not a premiere to you because I've seen a skirt made out of it in the other room. So we've definitely had it before, but I love that one. I think that's cool. I think those two together are fabulous. Okay, and then I've got one more bundle to show you. There we go. No. Right, now you'll recognise this one from yesterday. We had this in blue yesterday. It's called Sticky Stitches or something like that, isn't it? Stitchy Dots, I think it's called. So this one's called Stitch and Weave, the whole bundle of this one, Stitch and Weave. How funny that it brings up some details and not others for me. So this is Stitchy Dots. Hannah's just looking up for me now. Anyway, have a look at the three fabrics. This one's, that one's got a lovely kind of weave. It isn't woven, it's a print, but it feels like a woven texture. Look at that. And then this one here, I'm not sure if I've seen this one before. Okay, so this one is Stitchy Dots. That one's Cosmic Weave. And what's this one called? Like, as in Town Centre, like the bull ring. Oh, that's called Town Centre, and the colour is called Crush, apparently. That's unusual. Anyway, so I've not seen that one before. I'd remember that if I'd seen Town Centre before. So they are your 5 bundles. Now, what you can do is if you go to the website and look underneath me there, you'll see all 5 of those bundles with the pictures underneath me so you can choose which one you want. Okay? Okay, I've also got fat quarters. I'll do a fat quarter first. Amy Butler fat quarter. I'll take you through it in a second because I've got it open here. This is nice. Hello, Marcia, my love. I can't wait for the bag at 9. You are the apple of my eye. Oh, Marcia, you're too kind. Amy Butler, fat quarter, bundle. Ooh, they're nice, aren't they? Mainly spotty, £64. You get 15 of them, 15 pieces, for £64.95. I'll just show you this very quickly, because someone made a cushion, well, what would you put your sewing machine on it? Is it a placemat? Using the spot fabrics from here. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, they're reels of thread, look. You can make that into one of the... Oh, and do you know what? You can make that into wall hanging. And then we've got those lovely wooden display hangers. I put on that way on the display hanger. It's nice, isn't it? But that's this one, the Amy Butler Forever Amy. 15 pieces for £64.95. Now, the next fat quarter, I need to show you a picture of. Because I've only got it already open, and it doesn't, because it doesn't do justice, and because when it arrives at your house, it'll look like that, you see. And I'll go through it for you later. I will go through it for you later, but you get all of these. You get 26 gorgeous pieces. 26 gorgeous pieces. Now, you see, some of them do match the fabrics that we've got on the table. £109.95. I'll take you through them all in a minute, because I understand £109 is a considered purchase. But do you know what? For all those beautiful Joel Dewberry fabrics, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Absolutely lovely. £109.95. I will take you over to the John Scott shop later as well, but let's go through these. New sewer, just found you, oh joy. Thank you, Sarah. That's a lovely message. Thank you so much. Heather, good morning, John. Love the show. You brighten my morning. You are my guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure. Hello, Heather. No, Hannah's been away for... How long have you been away for? 2 weeks? Just over 2 weeks. She doesn't realise how many messages come through anymore. I know. What would you want to do next? Not Heather. Heather, no, you're not in charge, Heather. You're my guilty pleasure, Heather. Hannah's in charge, and she has to tell me what to do next. Should we do the bundles? Do you go through the bundles slowly? Or do you want to have a quick flash of the shop? Do you want to have a quick flash of what's coming up in the shop in later? Have a quick flash of the shop. Is that possible, Michael? Just to see what's coming up in the John Scott haberdashery store during this hour. Only a quick flash. There. Right, okay, that's enough. Oh, Sue wants to see the Tickle Pink bundle. I'll do that first then. Tickle Pink. Sue. So you get a metre. This is what you get of each fabric. Look. You get a metre of the Arbor from the Atrium range. Lovely, isn't it? That's gorgeous. I love that. Almost stained glass window. You get a metre of the Pyramids. Oh, now when you waft on metre, it takes up the whole picture, doesn't it? There you go. There's the metre of the Pyramids. And then you get a metre of the pink cumulus. That means clouds, Hannah, to you and me. Oh, she only just learned that. They're nice. And then I'm not saying you necessarily have to use them together. But look. That's what I don't know who made these cloud-shaped cushions. Who was it? Oh, Sammy made these. Cloud-shaped cushions. They're cute, aren't they? That's taking the cumulus. Now, I don't think cumulus looks like that, though, does it? Maybe it does. Is that a cumulus? £39.95. You get 3 metres of fabric. 3 metres. Lot of fabric. There's a lot of fabric. So 3 metres you get out of this bundle. 1 metre of each fabric. So, Sue, I hope that tickled your fancy this morning for the, what's it called? Tickle Pink. That's why I said tickled, obviously. Right. Okay, Jewel in the Desert next, somebody wants to see. Which one's that, then? Oh, that... The one with the abacus in it, that one. Yeah, and the strange name. Bizarre. Oh, that's right. I thought you were saying bizarre as in bizarre, strange name, but it's called Bazaar. It's called Bazaar. Right, okay, so that's Tickle Pink goes there. Then this is this one that somebody wants to see. Jewel in the what? Jewel in the desert. So this is abacus. You get a metre of abacus. Now, abacus is something you count beads on. Oh, yeah, Jewel in the desert. Yes, that is. Then this one's called Bazaar in Lichen. Lichen, is it, not lichen? I'm thinking of light cheese, aren't I? Lichen. How do you say? L-I-C-H-E-N. How do you say that? Lichen. No help from the gallery. They're too busy giggling. They're going, pardon? What did you say, John? Well, how do you say that? The colour of that one, then? L-I-C-H-E-N. Lichen. Not lychee, no. There's an N on the end of it, Hannah. She said the end silent. It's a lychee. Is that what colour your lychees are? We've got a friend who serves lychees as pudding in his restaurant, doesn't he? It looks very golden on the telly, doesn't it? It's a kind of dusky golden, that one. My name is Caroline, and I'm a quarterholic. I love, 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 love. That's brilliant, Caroline. My name is Caroline, and I'm a quarterholic. Brilliant, brilliant. She loves it, loves the show. Oh, that's Caroline in Somerset. It's nice. And I always like it when they go to Somerset and escape to the country. These are nice, aren't they? I do video escape to the country every day. But there are some presenters I have to just, well, I just switch off. I just delete it. If I see it's one of the ones I don't like, I just delete it. No, I don't write on Facebook. I just delete it. They're escaping from the cities, you see, to go and live in the countryside. Anyway, I'm up to date now. I've watched all of them now. Some of them are sadly repeats, aren't they? And you sit down thinking, oh, a lovely escape to the country. And then you know exactly which house they're going to choose. So, anyway. Okay. Right, somebody wants to go to see my shop. So we'll go over to see my shop in a second. Right. We go to the shop now? We'll go to the shop now. Welcome to John Scott's Emporium of fine haberdashery, top quality haberdashery items and notions. Okay, that's sold out apparently, so I'll just put that over there. Right, what would you like to see? Oh, right, okay. This, every time we show this, it sells. I'll show you this way around first of all. It is the Fiskars circular cutter, where you can cut perfect circles of anything from 2 inches to 12 inches, including 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. We have to reorder all the time for this. Now what I'll do is I'll get some of the fabric out. Please note I'm using some from my favourite block there. Right, okay, now how shall I do this? I'll go like this. Yes, I'm not doing one of my magic tricks today. Right, okay, this is how to cut. Now, this always goes wrong for me. It's the easiest thing in the world to use. I practiced it yesterday, and it worked perfectly. Right, okay, so what you do is you fold your fabric. If you want a complete circle, you fold your fabric, because you can also do it in halves as well. I'll show you when it's on here. Then you get your circle cutter, right? Now, what you have to do is there's a solid line here, where it says you have to put, when you're cutting on the fold, you have to put the fold next to that solid line. You see there? And you see there. Make sure you do it on a cutting mat as well. Don't do it on your table, because you'll ruin your table, right? If you only want a perfect half circle with a seam allowance, there's another dotted line there and there, which is where you can just put that on the fabric, on the single fabric, and that gives you a half circle with seam allowance. But this, so then, of course, what you've got here is you've got 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, 6 inch, all the way up to 12 inch. But when you cut it, it's got 1/4 of an inch seam allowance on it. It says somewhere. There. Circles include 1/4 of an inch seam allowance at the top, right? Okay, it'll be upside down for you. There it is, you see, there it is. Sorry, it's upside down. So and then this, you get this with this as well. You get the cutter with it as well, obviously. So this is what you use to cut the circle with. I know my fingernails need cutting. Amy's away on holiday at the moment. I'll be getting them done soon. So, you get this and this all for £31.95. It comes with a safety, I always call it a safety Tupperware, but I don't think that's what it's official to. Safety cover, but it's like a plastic, kind of cover there. Now, the blade is inside there. So actually, the blade doesn't engage until you actually press. You see, there's the blade. So that's good, but I'd always still be very careful when the cover's not on, because if you leant on it and pressed on it, the blade would come up. So please, please, please be careful with that. I don't want to teach my grandmother how to suck eggs, but just please be careful with any sharp knife. Anyway, and also, you're mostly looking at this thinking, well, why have you put the fabric there when the grooves go to there? That's because you can get a good run up to it and cut it perfectly, you see. Now, please let my circular cutting gods be with me this morning. Right, as you see here, you've got the two nodules on there. You see those? What you do is you line those nodules up. I'm going to do a 7-incher there. There we go. Goes in there. You line them up so that it's in there, right? You hold the thing in place. You go round, put the cover back on your, like you do with your rotary cutter. Moment of truth, you remove this, and you go, yay! There you have your perfect 7-inch circle. Now, of course, if I was clever, I would have fussy cutted and got the flower in the middle. We like that. We like that off centre. Looks like a fried egg. No, nobody else can see a fried egg. I've learned how to do poached eggs now, and I have poached eggs. I have to have poached eggs every single day. Anyway, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So for the £31.95, you get this, and you get this. You can cut from 2 inches to 12-inch circles, whether you cut them with as a whole circle or with a half circle. 1/4-inch seam allowance. It's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. If you love making flowers, you can make gorgeous flowers. If you want to do fussy cutting for, what was it Rebecca did yesterday? Reverse applique, anything like that, they're just brilliant for. £31.95. Beads, you mean? Yeah, we had the beads quilt yesterday in the book, didn't we? You could cut all your circles out using this, because you can range from 2 inches to 12 inches. Fantastic, isn't it? Make sure you get one of those, because they do sell quickly. Right, we also sell, because this is what's important, because who was on? And they said they have one for cutting fabric, and they have one for cutting like pleather and fabrics like that, and then one for cutting paper. This is these are the graphics for the replacement blade. £5.95 for the replacement blade. I'm not going to get it out because it's all nicely. These go faster, because lots of you already got these. These go even faster than they do. £5.95. Viscose fabric cutting circle cutter blade, replacement blade for cutter. They've just said it twice there, haven't they? Why say it once like New York, New York? Viscose fabric circle cutting blade, replacement blade for cutter. £5.95. Okay, moving on. Oh well, I'll leave the fabric out. I'll leave the fabric out because I'm going to show you road. Oh no, I've got a ruler. Right, I'm just going to put that to one side. That's got the safety thing on, so we're fine there. That's the blade. Right, it's nice in my shop, isn't it? Welcome to my little shop. Right, okay, rotary cutters. I've got them in 2 different colourways. Right, okay. I've got a little ruler here. Oh, actually, I could do with a big ruler, but never mind. I'll do a little cutting with it then. So we've got 2 rotary cutters. We've got the geometric, and we've got the flower. When Hayley and I went to the So Beautiful one at NEC, no, it wasn't called So Beautiful, was it? Simply Sewing. These were selling out. There was a Fiskars stand, and the lady on the Fiskars stand, when we got there, they'd completely sold out of these. She said, I can't even demonstrate on them because I've even sold my demonstration model. That's how popular they were. And these were very, very close behind in most popular. So it depends if they go with your, you might want something pretty in your sewing room. Okay, let's do the floral one first then. There you go, the Fiskars Rotary Cutter Flower. It's called the Flower Fashion Design. With safety shield, £13.95. So just turn it around to you. You've got the lovely safety catch there. So what you always remember is that whenever you're not using your rotary cutter, the safety catch has to be in, because I'm not going to touch it, but there's the edge of the blade there. And then if you pull the safety catch down, there you go. The blade is now exposed to do your cutting. I'm going to put it back up till I'm ready to cut. Okay, I'm using my lovely little Rachel the Ruler Creative Grids here. Now, obviously, what you do, if you've never used a rotary cutter before, you have a ruler like this. You have I'm a scissor boy, because that's how I was trained. So these are new to me. You pull the blade back, the safety catch back. You then roll your rotary cutter along the side of your ruler. Oh, I didn't do the beginning bit. Sorry, that's my bad. I was eager to get going. Fabulous, precise. Then you immediately shut the safety catch. And then, look, precision cutting going on there. Always cut away from yourself. Never cut towards yourself. Always cut away from yourself. I know, you see, Joy taught me a lot. In fact, when Joy taught me about rotary cutters, she liked to step away from the table. So that's going to be difficult if I'm cutting. So that's the flower design one. Then I've got a geometric print one, which is also very, very popular. Yeah, they're pretty, but they're made by Fiskars, obviously the brand you trust. Again, you've got now the safety catch on this one's in a little blue. Pull back the safety catch. Put your ruler down. Press. Now, if you know, look, precision cutting. Safety catch straight back on, John. If you know people who've already got a rotary cutter, but they want a gift, a beautiful little gift that would be, wouldn't it? I know. So that's the geometric, and that's the flower. Absolute precision cutting. You can't go wrong with a Rachel the Ruler. This is a lovely, dinky little ruler, this one. You know Rachel the Ruler, she's Creative Grid. She makes the most fantastic rulers. This is all Creative Grid. Now, see this here? There's an app you can download. Now, who was telling me about that the other day? I think it was Lucy Brennan, right? You can download the app and then you scan it like you do at Waitrose or any supermarket. Whoops. Any supermarket when you scan your own, and it comes up with all the instructions how to use it. This is a lovely ruler because you get it in. First of all, the digits are in black and white. Yeah, you can just search the name of the ruler. This one doesn't come with a leaflet. The ones that are like the I'm going to say beakers, tumblers. They come with all the different shapes and sizes that you can do. Anyway, look. So you get what you get is you get the measurements in white, and you get them in black. So it depends which way you're working. You've got the white in here, and then you turn it upside that way, and you've got them in the black as well. You've also got the markings down here, all your 1/4 inch markings down here, in black and in white. So that depending on what colour fabric you're using. But the joy of the Creative Grids, I'll just turn it around. You see around the edge here, and you see this circle here, and they are non-slip resin. So let me just show you what happens. So when you're trying to, say you're on your fabric like that, and you need to move, you need to move it round, you see, to get it in exactly the right place, because you're going to cut, right? Once it's in exactly the right place, and you put a bit of pressure on there, look, you see, not moving anywhere. The table's moving, my hand's moving, but the ruler's staying where it is. And that's because of those brilliant resin non-slip. The little discs there and all round the edge there. It's because Rachel the Ruler and her friend, Pam the Patchworker, I had to get it right then, Pam the Patchworker, they know what they're talking about. They do patchworking, they do quilting, everything. So they know. And Rachel the Ruler, it's a whole family. It's not just her, it's the whole family. The mum and dad started it. They all sit at home. Well, it's not at home now. They've got a massive warehouse and factory and everything. They make them all in and everything. Brilliant. Everybody loves a Creative Grid ruler. It's a cute little size, this one, isn't it? 6.5 by 6.5. If you're doing small patchwork squares or something like that, it's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? £14.95. Yeah, nice one to start with. Give it a go. Yeah, Creative Grids. If it's your first time, or if you just buy it to somebody as a gift, it's also got a little hole in, so you can hang them up all on the wall. When we first started, little Paul wanted to decorate the walls with these. Can you imagine the shine off all those coming at you at home? Well, it's because he's quite low, you see. He can't see the shine. That's what it is. There we go. So I'll just fold that one up. There you go. Right, so I've done the ruler. I've done the rotary cutters. Shall I come back and do the scissors? Because should I go back to do the fabric now? Oh, we've got an in the lead bundle. Oh, coming untucked already. Here we go. No, it's not that one. It's the Tickle Pink one. But I haven't shown you the other three yet. Oh, did you say there were Did you say there were messages, Hannah? There's not one there. That was all. Right. Tickle Pink's in the lead. I haven't shown you the other three yet. This is Tickle Pink, where you get the cumulus, 1 metre. You get the pyramids, 1 metre. And you get the arbor, 1 metre. There you go. So you get all of those, metre, for £39.95. That's the one that's in the lead at the moment. Nice, isn't it? Beautiful fabrics, really good quality fabrics. And lovely. The thing is, we're not suggesting that you put them together in a project, but just 3 really beautiful Tickle Pink Joel Dewberry fabrics. Lovely. There you go. I've got a message from Christine. Good morning, John. You always make my day. Loved the shirt yesterday. Oh, does that mean do you hate the shirt today then, Christine? It's funny, that shirt I wore yesterday. It's the one, if you weren't watching yesterday, it's the one that looks like somebody's dropped a pot of coloured paint. No, Marmite, Hannah hates it. And then somebody else messaged in my last place where I used to work and went, oh, that's my least favourite of all your shirts, John. It's like, oh, thanks for that. So Christine liked yesterday's shirt better than today's shirt. Right, we should go through the ones you haven't seen properly yet. Let's do this one first then. Can you just have a quick look at that while I just have a slurp of my water? There you go. This is called the Twilight Zone. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Isn't that Twilight Zone music? At £39.95, just got a message from customer. I don't know which customer it is. Says, please can you preview the fabric cutter again? You mean the circular one? If you're good, I'll do it again later. But let me know, customer, if you meant the circular one. Right, okay, so here we go. So what you get in the Twilight Zone, is you get 1 metre of this one. Now, this one's called, oh, I haven't got there because I've got messages there. What's this one called? Yeah. Yeah, basically, you get it in 2 colourways. It's the, it's called Shadow or Silhouette or something like that, isn't it? They're lovely though, aren't they? Metre of this, metre of this. That's a vine, it's called. It's not really, I wouldn't call it plum. That's a kind of insipid looking plum, but that's vine in plum and vine in sky. It's a funny sky. I've never seen a green sky before. And then this one's called Take Flight because it's butterflies. And that colour apparently is zinc. I like this fabric. It's very pre-Raphaelite, that fabric, isn't it? Because you've got the lovely butterflies. Now, you could use the circular cutter to fussy cut those, couldn't you? Nicely. And then all those lovely pre-Raphaelite leaves. It's pre-Raphaelite or Bloomsbury set, isn't it? Nice, though. Really lovely. Zinc, sky, and plum. I know. You tell he's not gone funny. I'll tell you what they really look like. That's a dusky pink. That's a dusky pink. That's like a very pastel green with a luscious green on top of it. Not sky. And then this is like lavender with turquoise. Zinc, they're calling it. I suppose, do you think that's meant to be zinc? I thought zinc was grey. But anyway, lovely bundle. £39.95. You get 1 metre of each. 1 metre of each of those. I'll just fold those up. There's 2 more I haven't shown you again. Nice to get 1 metre, isn't it? Really get your teeth into something with 1 metre. Well, actually, do you know what? You see, some of them, you could, kind of mix and match. If you're making something, you could make yourself something to wear of the 2 fabrics, couldn't you? Right, now this is nice. This is crystalline. That one's called, isn't it? I'll just have to... Oh, no, they were there, and then they disappeared. This is called the G and Jewels, the whole thing. Maybe you have to click on it. Yeah, oh no, I've got something else now. It's not that one, no. Don't worry. No, it's definitely not that one. That's about gemstones, hardness, refractive, crystal group. And it says, oh no, I can't say what it says underneath there. Anyway, that's like crystalline, I think it is. Is it called? This one's arbor. And this one's bazaar. No. Yeah, bazaar, isn't it? That one's called bazaar. No, it's not called bazaar. What's it called then? Casbah. Which one was Yeah, I've got those three. But one of the others must have been called, what is in that one there? In there? Oh, yes, that one's called, yes, you're right. But sorry. Anyway, Casbah in Hannah's not got quite used to this producing narc again since she came back from holidays. Eucalyptus. It's just that some of the colours. Right, that's eucalyptus. Casbah and eucalyptus. That's arbor in mint, and that's crystalline, also in mint. Nice, aren't they? A metre of each. £39.95. You could make a lovely little summer top out of any of these, couldn't you, really? Just a metre of that. Beautiful. Or you can do patchwork. Or you can do cushions. Anything you want, really. It's gorgeous designer fabric, isn't it? Okay, so let's fold that one up. And I've got one more to show you here. Let's see if the details of this one come up. Because this one's got funny names. This one's Stitchy Spot, Stitchy Dot. Again, you get a metre. You do get a metre of it. 100% cotton. No. 100% cotton. We need to work on that, don't we? Because some of them, well, how we can get them to come up. It's called Stitch and Weave, that one. That's Stitchy Dot. This one's something woven. Cosmic Weave coming next. Right, so what colour's the dot in? Coral. This is Cosmic Weave in papaya. Hang on, where's the one finish and one start? There you go. And then this one's called Town Centre in crush. I wonder why it's called Town Centre. Are these meant to be roads? Customer says, what is the name of the fabric you used to demonstrate the circular cutter, please? That's this one here. Oh, now you can go to, if you want more than a metre, a lot of these are still on our website. You can buy it by the half metre if you wanted to. This one here, customer, is called, it's nice, isn't it? It's lovely. It's in the Jewel of the Desert bundle, but you can go to the website and buy it by the half metre. It's called Grace. It's called Grace, that one. And it's the Joel Jewellery Grace fabric in mint from the Atrium range. Hang on, let me make this confusing. Sorry. So that there is Grace. And part of the bundle, because you also get in the bundle, you get Abacus and you get Lichen Bazaar. But, like I say, if you want to, go and have a look on the web. I think that's still there in the you can buy that by the half metre. If you want more than a metre of it or more than that, or you just want to buy it on its own, go to the website, you can buy that one. I don't know how many of these fabrics are still on the website in the half metre, where you can buy it by the half metre increment. But this is a bundle for £39.95. Oh, Grace, now if you want to go to the website, you can buy that, Grace, on the website by the half metre if you wanted to. If you don't want to buy the bundle and you want that by... In fact, I'll tell you, it's quite easy. What you do is you go to the website, www.sewingquarters.com. You go to shop, shop, click on shop, and then it gives you the list of all the different places you go to. Just click on pattern fabric, and you see all the pattern fabrics we do. So a lot of these will be there if you just want to buy those individually. Or you can search, what's this one? A Joel for Joel Dewberry, or Amy for Amy Butler Fabrics. Simple as that, simple as that. Okay, now we'll go through the fat. Have I done all the fat? Oh yeah, I've done all the fabrics. Let me just tidy this one up and then I'll do the fat quarters. It's a lot, you get a metre of each fabric. Look, it's a lot of fabric, isn't it? Right, okay, we're going to move on to the fat. Have a look at the still of the fat quarters as well. I'm folding this. So it's a Joel Dewberry. It's called with Free Spirit. It's the atrium range. You get 26 pieces for £109.95. That's how it'll arrive with you. And as soon as I finish folding this, I'll show you the open one so you can see all the different fabrics that you're going to get from the atrium range, Joel Dewberry. Right, so that goes there, that goes over there. Right, so that's how it comes to you. This is me now unfolding it into the different designs, because obviously what it is, you get different designs in different kind of colorways. There's the cumulus, which we just showed you a metre of there. It comes in the pink, and it also comes in the blue. Lovely, these big fat quarter patterns. I mean, I know they're a considered purchase, but you get some fabulous fabrics in there, don't you? There's pyramid in the different colours. There's that disc of spots. There's geometric in the different colours. Love that one. There's the arbor that we were showing you earlier, but it comes in the different colourways. Oh, come in. There's the crystalline. There's the floral. Hang on, I'll get this right. Oh, hang on. Oh, yes, that's the pink, that's the blue, that's the white background. That's the white background. There's the other lotus flower. There's Grace, there's the Grace one. Oh, Grace comes in pink as well. Right, now this isn't available. The Grace in pink is only available in the fat quarter. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is lovely, isn't it? Sorry, getting carried away there. Imagine if you got this fat quarter home when you were opening it all up and everything. Have I not opened one of those? There we go. There's all the pieces you get in that fat quarter. 26 pieces. Nice, aren't they? Beautiful, look. Now, I understand £109.95 is a considered purchase, but you do get 26 pieces. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 metres of fabric you get there. That's brilliant, isn't it? Of designer fabric. I think it's lovely. And they all go so well together, don't they? They all, even though the patterns are all a little bit different, they all go together so beautifully, don't they? For £109.95. Now, what could you make out of this fat quarter, you're saying to me? Well, you could make a dog. You could make the lovely, this is the Joe Carter doorstop dog. That was actually made out of charm packs, but the same range of fabrics, there. Nice, isn't it, that one? What else could you make? Oh, yes, you could make a bag. That's from the Bag Making Bible. This was the one Janice made, look, with all of the different fabrics in there. Again, she made that one from fat quarters, didn't she? Then there's another bag here. Oh, hang on, 2 bags. I've got like a little drawstring bag here in the blue cumulus. Oh, no, hang on, that looks like a yoga mat bag or something, does it? Is that a yoga mat bag? It's a long, thin bag, anyway, that one. And then, hang on, there's another one here that's got caught up. Oh, now we made something, Hannah, while you were away, which is going to be perfect for your potatoes. Everyone kept saying, oh, this would be brilliant for Hannah's potato bag. And then this. Look at this lovely tote bag. Again, using all these fat quarters, the Joel Dewberry fat quarters. Suffolk puff. Right, okay, let me put all those away. Okay. Now, a customer who shall remain nameless, well, she has to remain, he or she has to remain nameless because they didn't put the name on it, wanted to see the rotary cutter. Not the rotary cutter, the circular cutter, the Fiskars circular cutter again. Okay, you ask, I'll do. Hang on a second, just do this. She's not here? No, it's fine. She can't do it properly. There we go. Okay. Oh. Right. Well, I think I might have sliced it a bit too much, this one. They used to call me John the Cutter when I worked at Theatre Clwyd, because I was the pattern cutter. I used to cut all the patterns. Right, okay. Right, so you wanted to see, please let it work. Right, okay, so what you do is you get your piece of fabric, you fold it in half, and that's if you want a perfect circle, right? Then you take your Fiskars circular cutter template, you put the fold on the lines now. Let me see if I can fussy cut this one. Is that, hang on though, is that half? No, hang on, you have to fold it exactly in the half then, don't you? Through the dots. Let's get this right. Come on, John. You've only got a few minutes. I can do this. Oh, obviously, I'd press that if the iron's not on, you see it. Right, okay. So then you place the circular cutter on the fabric with the fold on the line there. You then get your cutter, take the safety catch off. You've got your 2 nodules there. Put that in there. No, hang on, they're not in yet. There you go, in there. Press down. Safety catch back on, safety cover back on. Remove the thing. Oh, it's totally shatterproof as well. It's fine. You don't get this one, this is ours, right, okay? Oh, almost. I've got a little bit of yellow on that. Oh, but that's all got in the 1/4 inch seam allowance, so you use that. See? So that's how it works, customer. £31.95. Now, I'll tell you what are selling really, really fast. So let me just tell you, for the £31.95, you get this and you get this, right? You get the whole kit, right? But once you've already bought it, you may want to buy extra blades. These are selling very fast again today. These are the replacement blades. Blade. You get one in there. That's just one. £5.95. £5.95. The Fiskars Fabric Circle Cutter Blade. Now, like all rotary cutters, you're going to need to change the blade. Depending on how much you use it, you will need to change the blade. What I would do right at the beginning is, if I was just buying the circular cutter, I'd also buy one of these at the same time. Then you know you've got it, haven't you? Then you know you've got it. Pop one of those in your basket for £5.95. Nice. Okay. Do you want to see anything else on this side? Geometric. Gloria would like to see the geometric design rotary cutter for a present. Oh, we've given that away now. If you're a friend of Gloria, you might be getting one of these as a present. Fiskars rotary cutter, geometric fashion design, 45mm blade with safety shield, £13.95. There's your safety shield. Oh, hang on. There's your safety shield there. Oh, there you go. There's your safety shield. Nice and firm. Don't like to open it unless I'm cutting. £13.95. Do you want to see the pattern on it? There you go. Lovely. And sharp as well. It's pretty, but sharp as well. Right, somebody wants to see the little snips on the table in the shop while we're in the shop. These again are Fiskars little snips. Now, these are related to the pelican. These look more like a swordfish. Oh, okay. Hannah thinks it looks like a sparrow. I don't want to live in her village if that's what sparrows look like. These are lovely because you've got the soft grip here. You've got the lovely soft grip there, ergonomically designed. You've got the safety catch here to open them up. The spring, now this is brilliant if you do have issues with your hand, because the spring does the work for you. Now, these are for tiny, if you're doing tiny, obviously if you're not going to cut big patterns out with this, but if you're cutting out lots and lots of little pieces with scissors, then this would be perfect, wouldn't they? Joe Carter used them a lot, apparently, for her soft toys. Oh, did you hear my tummy rumble then? I do apologise. It's a bit early. It's not, they're very sharp. Look, most people go, oh, I'll just use those for snippies. But look, very, very sharp. It's from my pattern cutting days, you see. Okay, I'll stop there. Now I'm not going to cut it all. I'll leave something for others to cut. There you go. Brilliant, aren't they? Okay, how much are they? Oh, £13.95. £13.95. Was there anything else you want to see here? Just let me know. I've got wonder clips, I've got thread, I've got glue, I've got scissors, and I've got those fabulous soft grip scissors there. Wonder clips, very quickly. Wonder clips, very quickly. Now, yours will arrive beautifully packaged. Nearly. These are brilliant. I've got the packet, because I had to make it myself. £7.95 for 10 clover wonder clips. I know, when Hannah went when Hannah went on holiday, these were out of stock. We've got them back in now. £7.95, you get 10 of them in there. Nice, aren't they? Why they're brilliant, if you've never seen them before, if you're putting lots and lots of layers together, they're nice because, look, they're flat on the bottom, and then you kind of clip your fabric in there. They've also got markings on the bottom. Oh, I have this one, or is that just the big one? I haven't got my glasses over here. Oh, yeah, no, they have got markings on the bottom. You see, you get your 1/2 inch and your 1/4 inch measurement underneath there. Aren't they brilliant? Fantastic if you're putting a quilt together, you've got a long seam that you don't want to pin, and you're just marking them up. Or using an oilskin fabric, like we did with, or PVC, that we did with Mandy Shaw last time, time before she was in. Okay, so I go back to my fabrics. Oh, there's a message waiting for me, apparently, from Leslie. Morning, John, lovely bundles today. Any would make you a good shirt. Lots of love, Leslie. Oh, I think some of them might be a bit busy for me, Leslie. Yes. Right, which one do you want to go to first, then? Tickle Pink is still the favourite. There's a lot of noise. Is there something going on in Digbeth today? There's an awful lot of lots of movement going on outside, car movement going on outside. These are lovely, aren't they? So what you get in this is you get the cumulus in pink, you get the pyramids in pink and blue, and you get the arbor. Oh, I've got this one now, you see. The arbor, this is fuchsia, apparently. The pyramids are pink. That's that one. And the... Oh, now... There's something else listed on my. Is that wrong? The last thing on here. Okay, the arbor fabric's in fuchsia. That's in fuchsia, and that's in pink. £39.95 for 3 meters of fabric. £39.95. They're lovely. That's the most popular bundle. That one. Can you see the cumulus under there? There it is. Cumulus, pyramid, and arbor. £39.95. Most popular so far, metre of each. Okay, let me fold that one back up. And then in second place is this. The Grace, the Abacus, that's the Grace, the Abacus, and the Bazaar. She's were white. Yeah, you don't eat the outside, Hannah. Hannah said the white inside. You don't eat the outsides, do you? If you get them in a tin, they're white. I seem to remember. When I did oh, now that's right, because when I used to go out for, now, I'm going to name drop now. Dinner with Jackie Collins in Mr. Chow's in LA, she would always have a lychee martini when we arrived. It would be waiting for her on the table. It was fabulous going out for dinner with her, because you'd literally walk in, it was like being with the royal family, because everybody was like, and she, oh, there's Jennifer Aniston, oh, there's such and such, there's, and you're like, oh, and I was just, oh. Anyway, I love this. So you get the Grace in mint, You get the bazaar in lichen and the abacus in eucalyptus. This one's about to overtake this tickle pink one. About to overtake the tickle pink one at £39.95. Oh, it's about to overtake. It's about to overtake. There's somebody on the line for it now. Right, okay. I'm going to go now. No, I'm not. I'm not going. I'm not going anywhere. But the show is nearly finished. This show's nearly finished. But we've got a brand new guest coming up. Brand new guest called Amanda. You're going to love her. She's doing this fabulous nautical tote bag. Well, the thing is, they called it a tote bag. It's way more than a tote bag. It's got all sorts going on. And we've got 3 brand new fabrics. We've bundled up the fabrics and the lining and everything for you. 3 brand new fabrics for you in the tote bag. It's really, really lovely. So don't go anywhere. Remember, any questions you've got for Amanda, get them in. But first of all, we're going for a little break. We will see you in about 3 minutes from now. Amanda's all ready to go. She's here already, and we haven't even started the break yet. Go and get yourself a cup of tea and a croissant. We'll see you in 3 minutes from now.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love. It's easy to buy the products you see on our shows. To buy any of the items featured on today's programmes, just head over to our website www.sewingquarter.com. Click on the video stream and you'll be taken to our watch page. Here you'll find the product that is on air right now at the top of the page. Beneath that, you'll find all the products demonstrated in this morning's shows. To add an item to your basket, simply log into your account or register with us. Then you can either check out or keep shopping. Remember, our flat rate delivery charge lets you shop all day and check out as many times as you like and only pay once for postage and packing. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
For this tutorial we're going to be doing something called a tacking stitch. Now it's very, very similar, in fact it's the same as a running stitch, but this time it's going to be a lot bigger so you can remove the stitches later because it's a temporary stitch. So again, using my embroidery thread, and I have put a knot on the very end, but this time instead of going through the back we're going to go through the front. So if I go through the fabric first, so this time you can see that I'm making these stitches a lot bigger, because this is just a temporary stitch that I want to be able to remove a lot easier. If I just do another couple of stitches for you. So what you'll be able to do when you get at home and you want to remove the stitches, you should just be able to pull those out nice and easily.
Join us on Monday the 22nd of May when Tilly Rose makes a welcome return to Sewing Quarter, demonstrating the remarkable Threads Inkjet printable fabric. Tilly is a textile artist who's been designing and creating sewing pieces for a number of years, and she uses threads to make beautiful, unique projects with designs and images that can be printed on a standard inkjet printer. So, join Tilly on Monday the 22nd of May at 9 AM and 11 AM, only on Sewing Quarter. Freeview Channel 78.
It's me on with Tilly Rose. It's tomorrow, isn't it? Tomorrow the 22nd. It's me on with Tilly tomorrow. I've met her, obviously, in the office and everything. I've not worked with Tilly, so I'm looking forward to that. Now I'm looking forward to this show as well. New guest, new exciting guest, Amanda. We'll talk to her in a minute. We'll have a look at her. Yeah, she'll have a look at her in a minute. Actually, you'll have to, because she's put her heels on. So she's like, you know when I'm on with Janice, I'm here and Janice is here. Well, it's the other way round this time. Look at this gorgeous bag Amanda's made. Sorry, lift up. Beautiful, beautiful bag. I mean, they're calling it a tote bag, right? But it's obviously more than a tote bag. There's so much going on there. What we've done is we've created a bundle, so you can make this bag in three different fabrics. So before we go and meet Amanda, let me introduce you to the bundles that you're going to, we've put together for you. So the one that Amanda's used is called Beach Hut, right? And in this, you get, well, everything you need. You get, oh, actually, show the still first of all before I go through everything, right? So you get the premium polyester craft wadding. You get the, how much fabric do you get? Is it a metre of the, okay, you get half a metre of the lining. I'll just check how much you get of the real fabric. You get the pattern, you get interfacing, you get thread, and then you get the actual Beach Hut fabric as well, which Hannah's just checking there. It's a beautiful, beautiful fabric. Now, have a look at this. This is 100% cotton, and it's a linen look, because obviously there's been a lot of discussion about what linen is and what linen isn't. Linen is made from jute, right? This is linen effect made from 100% cotton. You get 1.5 meters of this fabric, 1.5 meters. That's a lot of fabric, isn't it? 'Cause I'll open them up later and show you the width of the fabric, because I'm presuming it's a wide fabric. It's nice, isn't it? So that's called the Beach Hut. And also what you didn't see there is you also get this as well. You also get the craft wadding as well. Nice. So you get everything to make the bag. You can have the bag for £29.95. Remember the pattern. I'll go through the pattern. There's the bag. There's the finished bag there. Look at the pattern, right? There are four different patterns within the Butterick Waverley pattern. We've obviously done A. We've done A. We've done A. That was Amanda you heard there. We've done A. Yeah, I couldn't see without my glasses on, you see. So you get the threads and everything. So that's I'm not surprised. Do you know what? I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm just going to open the fabric completely for you. Just because, look, oh, it is wider. It is wider, look. You get 1.5 meters of it. 1.5 meters, isn't it lovely? Isn't that lovely? This is called, now you get everything to make, oh yeah, 2 meters of fabric in total. Look, 1.5 meters of this, of the pattern, and 0.5 meter of the lining. So with that one, you get blue lining, right? A French, or no, cornflower blue. Yes, that's what I just said, yeah. So you get that. Oh, okay, somebody just sent in, I just explained that. You get 1.5 meters of this, and you get 0.5 meter of the lining. Was it Jane? Did you say? Oh, customer. You get 1.5 meters of this, so 2 meters of fabric in total. 1.5 meters and 0.5 meter. Right, okay. Then you get the cornflowery blue. Or is that azure? Oh, no, that's not sky blue. That's definitely not sky blue. No, it's not. Right, okay, moving on to this one. Right, what we're going to, we'll double check that you're getting this colour, Right. Okay, I said because we had sky blue yesterday, didn't we? And it wasn't that colour. Right, now this one here is, now this is the one that Amanda's going to make the one today's show out of. Now this one comes with a red lining, so you get 0.5 meter of the red lining. You get the pattern, you get the thread, you get the interfacing, you get the wadding, and then you get 1.5 meters of, it's like patchwork that's already done for you. Look. So the red is Christmas red, and then this is the fabric, 1.5 meters. Now, I'd say that was like 56 inches wide. I'll measure it properly for you later, but it's a really good wide fabric. It's 100% cotton, but it's like that linen effect. It's like a linen effect, but it's 100% cotton. Nice, isn't it? That's lovely, all that going on. You'll see more of that because Amanda's making that one now. And then last but not least, now I'm thinking this one could be my favourite, right? So you get the pattern, you get the interfacing, you get the wadding, you get the thread. Now this one you get a dark navy blue as your lining, 0.5 meter of that, which is 100% cotton. And then this, I love this. Oh, hang on, let's get it right, John. So just so you know, the fishes are swimming upwards because that's the selvages are here and here. So if you're going with the grain of the fabric, the up-down grain of the fabric, but you could cut it this way, because 100% cotton. You could cut it that way as well, couldn't you? Look. Swim, little fishy, swim. I think that's lovely. $29.95, you've got everything. You get 1.5 meters of this, you get 0.5 meter of the navy blue, and you get the interfacing, and I'll get Amy to fold all that up. Right, let's go and meet Amanda then. You're nervous.
A little.
Don't be nervous. This is tall Amanda. Oh, you don't look that tall. You don't look that tall, actually. This is tall Amanda. I've got a message for you already, Amanda, which I'll read out in a minute. Oh, I'll just relax like that. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Now, I know Amanda because we did Amanda's screen test together and had a bit of a laugh. Very quickly, what brought you to sewing? Because it's quite funny, the story, isn't it?
Gold satin knickers.
All right, yes, it's Sunday morning. Oh, good luck, Amanda. You'll be brilliant. Lots of love from Leanne L in Tamworth.
Oh, bless her.
She's one of your ladies.
She's one of my ladies that comes to the studio, yes.
So how did you... So gold knickers, right?
Gold satin knickers, yeah. My daughter does Irish dancing, and the dressmaker wanted £20-25 for some little knickers that they wear underneath, and before I knew anything, I was like, I can make them. And 25 pairs later, I was like, well, yeah, I suppose I can. And it just sort of snowballed from there, really.
And what do you do now, then? Because you've got quite a prolific business going
now.
Well,
yes, it's heading in the right direction. We've got a fabric and haberdashery store in Tamworth, and we do sewing sessions as well, so weekly sewing sessions and weekly weekend workshops that we run with.
And anyone can go to them? Anyone can go
with it. We've got an online website as well, so all the fabric haberdashery is on there.
A lot of our ladies are on Instagram. Are you on Instagram?
We are on Instagram.
And what's your Instagram name?
The Social Studio.
There you go. Oh, now social, this is where it's clever. The social isn't spelled social. SEWCIL.
CIAL. Yeah.
Social.
And it's social. Somebody has said, is it suicidal?
Well, let's not say that on a Sunday morning. Right, okay, so let's start. Just pass me that bag, Amy, because this is what, thank you very much. This is what, I mean, it's beautiful. It's got so much going on.
It was a real pleasure to make it up. It was really quite a fun, easy project.
So would you say intermediate, hard, or beginner?
Beginner intermediate.
Oh, beginner to intermediate. Okay,
beginner
then.
Intermediate.
Is there any part of it that they need to go, I've got to really concentrate on that bit? Or is it all just straight?
It's all really straightforward.
It comes from the pattern, obviously. All the instructions are in the pattern. Can you get Amy to get me a pattern? Sorry. The one going across the bottom is the beach hut, which is one we've already made, and then the nautical is the one we're about to make, isn't it? So you get your pattern, and you open the pattern, and is it quite simple to see what pattern pieces are for which bag?
Absolutely. They're all labelled up quite clearly for which view that you're using.
Because some people have never bought a pattern before, you see, so I think it's important.
There's no sizes either to have to worry about, and multi-sizing when you're dressmaking, but with this, so it's just literally cut out.
No sizes to worry about or anything.
So you've got the two styles of bags, so it's literally A's and B's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Although there are the 4 different designs, it's just that you're actually making it with different fabrics, so you can really go to town and have a lot of fun with these. Okay,
and then the instructions are, well, first of all, you've got your layout, how to lay out all your pieces for all the different designs there.
Yeah.
And then the instructions, as always with Butterick, very thorough, aren't they?
Really.
Getting so much information this morning. Right, okay, so you've got your pattern and you've cut your piece out. So we're obviously going to show techniques in this hour rather than making the whole bag, aren't we? Because it's going to take you longer than an hour to make this bag.
Yeah, there's about sort of 3 different sort of components to it. It's sort of putting the actual structure together with the sides. I've put the front and the back together with the one side. So I was going to show putting the sides together. Then there's inserting the base, the lining, and then the finishing off with the top band and handles.
So what is it I've got here? What is this exactly?
Okay, so front and back. Right. Okay, and then this is the side pocket that sort of wraps around.
Isn't that funny? Because that looks tiny. Because that would throw me if I saw a pattern there. Because the bag is...
It's quite substantial.
It's substantial, but that panel looks actually smaller than I thought it was going to look. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you look at that bag, you think, oh, it's a really lovely long bag. But of course, you've got that kind of... that really lovely graded panel on the front there. You see just down there. Really, I think it's... And also this band on the top also adds to the substantiability, doesn't it? So you've got a front and a back.
Yeah.
And then this is the side panel with the pocket on it, which I have to point out on both of these. She has pattern matched both of the pockets. So you're going to show us how to do this panel and attach it to the main section of the bag. Okay, brilliant.
Absolutely, and then it starts coming together and starts looking like a bag. So I've already put my stay stitching in.
Right.
So the stay stitching, because we've got a slight curve, the stay stitching.
Okay, this is the top of the pocket.
The top of the pocket, just stops it from stretching out.
Right.
And we're then going to just add in the lining.
Okay, so the pocket's lined, if you look.
Yeah, all lined. The seam allowance is half an inch all the way through.
Okay,
which
does
it
it say that
on the pattern?
yes.
Yeah. You do have to sort of, that's one bit to read if you're used to doing dressmaking.
Yeah, of course.
It's obviously 1.5, 5/8.
Good luck, Amanda, from one of your Tamworth ladies from Karen the Quilter. Oh, they're all watching. They'll all go up early, especially.
Yes, they've all set their alarms. And...
Yes, they're all usually hungover by now, you said, didn't you? Right, okay, so which bit are you stitching? What are you actually stitching now?
So this one then is just this side top piece.
Are you, so on this, are you sewing across?
Yeah, it's the facing that's going to go inside.
Right.
Okay, with the lining.
Okay, Carol has asked, will we be selling this fabric separately? At the moment, it's not available, Carol, but we will ask the buying team for you. Oh, I've got it there, yes, Carol, will you sell fabric? So we'll find out. I don't know if we can find out today for you, though, because there's nobody in today, but we'll try. We'll try our best.
Okay, so through.
Now, notice you're sewing in the cream that comes with the kit.
Yeah.
And right, okay, so that's the inside of the pocket, isn't it? Yeah.
There we go. And then we're then just going to line up the pocket front with that facing.
Okay, so there's a seam across the top there.
Yeah.
Of the pocket there, which is the seam we're about to do now. Oh, you're loving it now. You're loving all three designs. Have we got an outright? Have we got a leader at the moment? Oh, the beach huts is winning at the moment.
I did like putting the beach huts together. It really gives a good
lovely, aren't they?
summery feel.
The thing is, you are going to get a very, very different look with all three, aren't you? We'll go through the fabrics again in a minute. Can Amy come back and fold the fat table up for me?
And there is plenty of fabric. I did have some left over, so it's ideal.
Oh,
then
yes.
Yeah. Even with pant matching, I did have a bit left over.
Enough to make anything with?
Or just absolutely. Pair of espadrilles, not a problem.
Oh, now talking of espadrilles, didn't
shoes.
Princess Kate wear espadrilles yesterday to her sister's wedding? $60 they cost, apparently. But anyway, everyone's gone wild to buy them now. Right, what are you cutting away
Really?
now?
We made them in the studio last week. We had a workshop on them.
Oh, did you? Well, maybe she'd send us some. What are you cutting away there?
Right, I'm just cutting away the seam allowance now, just trimming that down to...
Right, I'll take that for you.
Just about 1/4 inch. Just literally, so it just helps to sort of press that away.
Well, I was going to say, because it's a curve, isn't it? It's a slight curve, isn't it?
Same on the lining and the facing, we can just reduce. I prefer to sort of cut away and reduce my seam down to about 1/4 inch, rather than just putting the clips in, but it's personal preference.
Yes. Oh, so it's whether you put cut out the little snips to make it split, or cut it right back.
Yeah.
I haven't got the next message, Hannah. Okay. And would you press at this point?
We can press.
Would you like the iron, or are you going to finger press it for
I'll finger press it.
Oh, good luck, Amanda. You look fabulous. Love, Simon.
Oh, hi, Si. He's my business partner. He's my rock.
Oh, I thought we'd uncovered some scandal there.
He's my rock. He's wonderful.
Oh.
He's the one that pushed me to...
Does he do sewing as well?
He does now, yeah.
You see, we haven't got any boy guests. We need to get a boy guest on.
Yeah, he's fab. He's made Wallace the Whale for me. He made espadrilles. So, yeah.
Oh, Simon, do you want to come in for a screen test? Nervous laugh there.
Okay, so it's a great opportunity, this bag as well, is just to sort of test out your top stitching skills. You don't have to, but it's quite nice if you want to sort of put a little bit of top stitching.
So what are you doing there, pressing your buttons?
So, again, I'm just setting up. I line up the edge of my fabric with the edge of the presser foot.
Yeah.
I put the needle position across at position 6 on the machine, which gives me a 1/4 inch.
Have you got a different foot on? Or is that just your normal regular foot there?
This one is a clear foot.
Yeah.
But regular foot, a little slight open toe, but just helps you sort of see what you're doing a little bit more. And then I'm just increasing my stitch length up to a stitch length 3. Again, personal preference.
Okay, so you've moved your needle across, have you?
Yeah.
And you're doing... Then why would you do a stitch length of 3 then? Why is that your...
Top stitch just looks nicer when it's that little bit longer. Because we're going through quite a few layers as well.
Oh, yes, of course.
The fabric just tends to eat up smaller stitches.
Yeah. And also, if you make a mistake, they're easier to unpick, aren't they? Not that you're going to make a mistake, Amanda, on your first day.
Oh, you never know. There we go. There we go.
Lynn, I'm a complete beginner. Can you show how to attach the interfacings to the side of the bag? Thank you very much. Oh, hang on. It's from Lynn and from Cheryl, but I'm not quite sure which one it's from. It's from Lynn and Cheryl.
So, what do we need to see?
So, can you show how to attach the interfacings to the side of the bag? So, is there interfacing on everything then?
Yeah, I was a bit naughty. I did go a little bit off piste, and I've lined it with a fusible. I think in the packs it's a sew-in.
Oh, is it? It's a sewing one, is it?
Yeah, but again, you could just baste them together. It was just sort of for speed.
I'll show you that in a minute. Can you just pass me over a facing? Not facing, an interfacing. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Amy. So I'll just ask you very quickly then. Yours is an iron-on one.
Yeah.
You cut this out the same shape as your pattern piece.
Exactly the same.
But then how do you actually attach... If it's a sew-in, how would you attach that to that?
I would just literally baste around all the edges to keep it in place, to stop it from slipping.
Yeah.
And then just literally treat it as one piece of fabric.
And would you maybe put some tacking stitches down the middle in case it bagged away?
She's a
complete beginner.
Complete beginner, yeah. Then just some safety pins through it, like you would when you're quilting. Yeah.
Okay, so I hope that answers your question, because this is or you could just get some. This is sewing, which you'll always use, but you can also have some. A lot of people have the iron-on in their in their stash. Right.
Okay, so we're now putting the pocket front onto the side of the bag
Okay,
side.
so this is the right side of the fabric.
It is, yeah.
And then that's the lining of the pocket, the inside of the pocket
through
there.
there.
Yeah, brilliant.
Okay, and you'll see that the actual pocket is slightly wider, but then that's what gives you a little bit of...
So you want it like a bucket, it's like almost like a bucket pocket, isn't it? I need to warn you, half the stock of the patchwork one, half the stock of this patchwork one, this one that we're doing at the moment, half the stock's gone. If you've got it in your basket, check out. If you want it, please ring up now. I know you're enjoying the demonstration, but please don't forget to... And over half the beach huts have gone as well. Over half the beach huts have gone.
It's been lovely to work with. It is a nice fabric.
Oh, so suddenly a great swing. Right, I'll keep you updated, but a great swing of people just come in then for the beach huts. I'll keep you updated.
Okay. There we go. Right, okay. So I've just pinned all the way around.
So you pinned it. So basically, you've matched the side seams here.
Yeah.
But so you don't worry that it's all bagging in the middle there, because that's giving you the actual
pocket. That'll give you the curve and give you room then to actually put something inside the pocket.
And then are you going to machine all round there then?
And then I'm going to baste the sides into place.
Okay.
And because the sides have got some shaping and was just starting to cut through the bias a little bit, the pattern asks you to actually just again stay stitch it just to stop it from stretching.
So a stay stitch, just for the people who don't know, because we have lots of beginners, a stay stitch is a line of stitches you put through to stop the fabric from stretching. It says what it does on the tin. It's stay stitches. They're going to absolutely just stay there and stop the fabric from stretching. So you're basting and stay stitching at the same time.
I'm putting the stay stitch in now.
Right. Please check out your baskets. There's only 5. There are only 5 of the beach hut ones left. 5 beach hut ones left.
Okay. So.
Okay, and more people have got the patchwork one in their basket than we've actually got. So people will be disappointed when you check out. There are more people within the basket than we've got any left. Blimey, we had loads of these as well.
Yeah, that's brilliant. As I say, it's
all your ladies. Lots of people from Tamworth coming in.
It has been lovely to work with. It's a good, stable fabric and a great for beginners as well because it's so stable.
Oh, there's loads of you on the line now. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to get, while you're saying that, I'm going to get the fishy fabric, because that's not getting a fair showing, is it, the fishy fabric? Because you haven't seen the fishy fabric much, have you? Oh, can I have the A-frame? You can bring the A-frame in. I'll do that. I'll put it on the A-frame behind me rather than me draping it. Right. Okay. So you see basting round the edge.
Just basting the bottom.
Are you doing that with inside your seam allowance then?
Yes. Yeah. The stay stitching should go, because they're 1/2 inch seam allowances just inside. And again, I just tend to use the edge of the presser foot as my marker. It's always a lot easier to use to line the fabric up.
Yes.
Something that's more stable. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. So that's the side done.
So it is it's quite a dramatic look, but it's actually quite a simple one to do, isn't it?
Really effective, yeah.
So before we add that to that, we're showing how you attach that pocket to this now. So you're going to do it on Saturday, there, yeah.
Literally the curves will fit together.
Right.
And the lines are all sort of matched up on the squares.
Exactly. Now, do you need to push the pocket out of the way? Is there a chance it might get caught up?
No, it really does behave. I didn't have to sort of think about any of that. So always pin top and bottom, especially when there is a bit of a curve, because if you start pinning all the way down a line, you can sometimes, the fabric will stretch and you'll end up with, and you'll think, I'm sure I cut those evenly, and you end up with an overhang. So I always pin either side and then ease
it on.
The
It's not a
fabric
gather,
in
is it?
together.
It's
No,
not enough to gather.
just stretches and eases in.
Joanne's messaging saying, morning, I'm new to sewing and really love how everything is explained. Just found the Social Studio website. You have some fantastic, and then I've lost it. It runs out of letters there. So it says fantastic fabrics. I will.
Oh.
So Joanne, either send the second half of the message or just send her a message direct on her.
Absolutely.
Say that again. Somebody's asked why we stand up to sew. It's only because the table's so high, if you sat down, you'd only see this. Imagine you wouldn't see any of Janice. You'd see that much of Amanda. You wouldn't even ever see Janice. That's quite a good idea, isn't it? Let's get a chair in for Janice. But then also, what a lot of our designers, when they're prepping outside, where they can sit down in the prep room, they stand up there.
They never do.
I suppose what it is with everybody else, we don't notice because they haven't got to bend down for the sewing machine, whereas you're having to bend over the sewing machine. Because a lot of the designers thought the table, when they first started, was too high. Do you know what I mean? But for you, it's not even high enough, really, is it?
No, it's easy. It's perfect. Right, I've run out of bobbin on here.
Oh, blimey, that was quick. You got another one?
I have.
Oh, got another message from Tamworth, from the Tamworth
here we go.
Massive. Hasn't come through yet. So, here it is. So it's looking good, Amanda. Love your dress. It is nice, yeah?
Thank you.
See you soon. Love from Emma in Tamworth.
Bless
They're all
her.
flying in to watch you today, aren't they? Joanne, I say, she'll be making her way. This is Joanne from earlier. She's going to make her way over to Tamworth soon.
Oh, where's she from then?
I don't know where she's from. She's from West Midlands. She's from West Midlands. I'll be making her way over to Tamworth soon. Joe, question mark. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Is it just open normal shop times?
Yeah, we close on a Monday.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. And
Do you do your housework on a Monday then?
no, I do a bit of selfish sewing there.
Oh, okay. Selfish sewing.
Yeah, for me.
If people come to the shop, will they see you in the shop, or you just you just swan
absolutely.
around?
No, I'm always there. It's my second home.
Oh, second home.
In fact, I think it's my
A
first
message
home.
from Hannah, producer. Say that again. In the patchwork. Right, okay. Really urgently, there are 10 people who got it in their basket, but there are actually only 3 available. So 7 of you won't get it, I'm afraid. So it's the first 3 to check out their baskets will get the patchwork one. I'm ever so sorry. I mean, we had loads. We had loads and loads. It's not even halfway through the show yet.
There we go. That's it.
You're right there.
Just performing. Right.
Okay, so let's just see what you did there.
Okay,
So you've
so-
literally just sewn that seam together.
Straight down, yeah.
Okay.
Once without the bobbin, second time with the bobbin.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
help.
Okay, fine. So you've done that. So you're now going to just do the same
On the other side.
on the other side.
You can at this point, if you want to, you would press.
Would you like to?
And why not?
I'll get the iron out for you then.
Bless you. And again, it's a row of top stitching on the inside. So the seam would then press towards the centre of the bag.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you so kindly.
Right, you need to check out your basket. If you've got this in your basket, you need to check out, because people will be disappointed. People will be disappointed. So now what you doing?
Right, a little bit of top stitching then just down to match up the other side.
Okay, and is that holding the... Oh, I can show it when you've done it. It's holding the seam allowance
the seam in
down.
as well, so it'll give it a little bit of stability as well.
Yeah.
On the corners. So again, it's just a 1/4 inch seam allowance, lining up the edge of the presser foot.
It's going to look like, it looks almost like, when you do that, it looks like, is it a run and fell on the side of your jeans? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, flat felt seam.
Yes.
Okay, and then we bring...
This is the fishy fabric. This is the fishy fabric. This is going in your main graphics now. There's the bundle. You get the fish fabric, the navy blue fabric. So you get 1.5 meters of the fish fabric, 1/2 meter of the navy blue, the thread, the pattern, the sew-in interfacing, and the wadding. We haven't seen any wadding being used yet, have we?
I've put the wadding in the top band.
Okay.
And then the rows of quilting.
Okay, lovely.
Again, you can really go to town with an experiment with all sorts of different techniques.
Yeah. But if you're new, then just do it, just go with it, follow the pattern, follow the instructions.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have quite an impressive... Because most people's first attempts at a skirt or something are normally a bit kind of like, well, it's all right, but whereas this, you're going to have quite a dramatic finished item, aren't you?
Totally. And useful.
Oh, yes, exactly. So you're basically making the whole, all the sides of the bag. Is there no bottom involved yet?
Not yet, that'll be the next bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You see, the interfacing really gives it... I mean, it's a good quality fabric anyway.
It is.
But the interfacing's giving it that extra body, isn't it?
It does, yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to find me.
Oh, another Tamworth message coming in. Marilyn, lovely to see you on the Sewing Quarter. Loving your dress from Marilyn in Tamworth.
Thank you so much.
Blimey, if you put an advert in the local paper. I'm here as well, Tamworth.
I have to say, I've just pattern tested this for a designer in New Zealand.
Your dress?
Yeah,
oh.
And so it's not yet released.
Oh, excuse me, so it's an exclusive, world exclusive.
It is.
So what do you mean you pattern tested? Somebody in New Zealand's drawn the pattern?
They designed the pattern. If you follow independent pattern designers, then they do some fantastic work. They really do.
And they send you the pattern?
And so then obviously they get people to test their pattern.
So is the fabric yours?
The fabric is mine,
and
yes.
Then, so you just test it, and then you feed back to the designer in New Zealand or wherever they are, saying, this doesn't work, but this bit's brilliant. And
absolutely,
that's a nice idea. It's a nice fabric. Oh, has it got... Oh, no, I thought it looked...
Yeah, it's got a little bit of stretch in it.
A little bit of stretch in it. Because you're the queen of stretch, I hear.
Yeah, that's why I'm so tall. There we go. Right, so that's the bag.
Sides done.
All through together.
Brilliant.
Okay. There we go. So it's starting to look more like a bag.
Now, this is the patchwork bundle here, which is there's more of you got it in your baskets than we've got kits. Okay, it's saying out of stock on the website because it's in the basket. If you're having any problem checking out your baskets, just ring the number. Okay, there's still 3 that haven't been checked out yet. There's still 3 that haven't to be checked out. The Beach Hut one. Right. It says out of stock on the website, but there are still 2 people. 2 of you can still check this out. If you've got this in your basket, you need to check out straight away. And then half the quantity of the fishes have gone now. Half the quantity of the... It would be interesting. We'll have a look at the fishes fabric next to the bag later, how it would actually look, because it's a much bigger pattern, isn't it? I mean, the thing is, you might have another fabric that you might want to make the bag out of, and you're using the fishes for something completely different. Oh, Avril, does the pattern call for the extra width fabric, or can it be made with standard width, please? I think it'll tell you on the pattern cover, won't it? It doesn't have to be the wide fabric, does it?
No, it doesn't
So if you've got fabric of your own at home that you want to use, we've done A. So for A, you need 1 metre. 1 metre of 115, 140 or 150 centimetres. You need a metre of it. And then B, C and D, you've got contrast fabrics on. So you need that means we've given you a half a metre extra, doesn't it? If you only need a metre to make the bag with. You get half a metre to make other things with. The espadrilles.
The espadrilles.
Which you'll have to come in one day and show us how to make them. So there you go, Avril. I hope that answered your question. Right, what do you do?
Okay, so we're now going to put the base of the
what
bag
shape,
on.
Sorry, what shape was the bag?
Sorry, yeah.
No, sorry. It's just a rectangle.
So it's just literally a rectangle. I've marked on the corners of where we want to sort of pivot around.
Oh, yes, of course.
And then I just literally found the centre points of each one.
Right.
And then I'm going to match them up. And with this patchwork one, it makes it easier if you've actually centralised it. So you're just matching it up with the centre seam.
But don't worry if you haven't.
No, it's just literally adding that, folding it in half, putting a pin in to find your centrepiece.
Brilliant.
And the same on the ends. And then we're just going to...
Because don't be frightened if you knew, because it looks small. Because it's going to go around the whole of the bottom. The pattern will be the right size to go all the way round.
It will. It will.
Avril said thank you. And Leslie says, loving the show, just got the fishy fabric. I love the fishy fabric, Leslie. Looking forward to it arriving. Thanks for cheering me up. Oh, Leslie, don't be miserable. Life's too short to be miserable, my love, isn't it?
And the sun's actually shining today.
Oh, is it? That's the trouble. Once you get in here, there's no windows. So when it rains heavily, like it did yesterday, we can hear it. We have no idea what it's doing outside.
Okay, so a little tip then, when you are, for those that are beginning, where I've put the dots, if you actually put the pin in, okay, and that's where you're going to be pivoting.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So don't worry where the fabric actually sort of pulls away.
Yes.
It does all work.
It's strange that they've done it as a well, no, it's not strange, because you want the bottom to be rectangular, but it would have been easier, wouldn't it, to do an oval shape. Then you haven't got any corners to pivot, and you just keep going, can't you?
Yeah, either an oval shape or how the lining is where you put the little ears in, little cut-out ears, which we call them.
Ears?
Ears, yeah, we call them ears.
Okay, that'll be interesting. We'll get to those before the end of the show.
Okay, so lots of pins.
Yes.
Pins are a sewer's best friend.
It's funny, isn't it? Because some people adore pins and have as many pins as possible. And then we've got a designer, Joe, won't use a pin unless she has to.
Really?
Yeah. She makes soft toys, though, not... It's all different, isn't it? Now you can see it coming together. Now you've turned it inside out there.
Okay.
What are you muttering about, Hannah? Oh, okay.
This is the...
Take your time doing this. Obviously, Amanda's not rushing, but she's kind of going full pelt because we've only got the hour to do it in. But and we need to see the ears now in the lining. Oh, it's just a different word for something. I'm not going to give it away. It's a different word for something else we know. It's funny how different people call same things different names, isn't
it? Yeah, just terminology.
Yes. Must be the Tamworth terminology then.
Regionalisation.
Yes. So what do you teach in your lessons then?
Well, we do, the 4 sessions that we do each week are sew your own. So we have, you just literally come along with anything. So we've got from making cushions and bags to I've actually got somebody making a wedding dress at the moment.
Oh my goodness.
So that's quite an interesting one.
Yeah.
But it's coming on. It's
How
coming on fine.
How experienced are they?
The one group have been with me for nearly 2 years, so they're pretty good. All of them are doing really, really well.
Just have tea and cake as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yes, good.
Prerequisite. Simon does do an exceedingly good cake.
Oh, is he called Simon Kipling? Oh no, Mr. Kipling. Get it? It's Kipling. Exceedingly good cakes now. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've got a big tea urn, so anybody that comes is always offered a cup of tea, cup of coffee.
Oh, that's nice. Do you do soy milk, or should I have to bring my own? To bring my own soy milk, all right then.
Yeah.
Pauline says, hello, John and Amanda. Oh, now, where in Tamworth is Amanda's shop? John, you're my favourite presenter. Please, could we have a how to sew stretch fabric clothes? Do you know what, Pauline? I asked for that as well. And the reason we don't do it yet is we haven't started stocking jersey fabric. So as soon as we start stocking jersey fabrics, we're going to be doing stretchy... We can use the overlocker to do stretch stitch anyway.
Absolutely.
And Amanda's doing the overlocker at 11 o'clock. I don't know if you give out the full address, but where in Tamworth might they find your shop?
We are on the main A5 Watling Street.
Oh, there you go. What number? Might as well tell them now.
80. We're next to the church.
I thought you were going to say next to. I thought you were going to say next to the chippy there. Oh,
No, next to the church.
Oh, there you go, Pauline. I've told you now. I've only been to Tamworth once, and that was to see Vix, who I used to work with. She's a singer, and she was singing. She and her friend were singing in an upstairs. Were you there? Did you go to that one, Hannah? No, in upstairs. No. Oh no, it was when you were new there, so you'd have been living in Leighton Buzzard. Now, you need to check out your baskets. There's more. Right. Okay. There's all of them. The beach huts and the patchwork. There are too many people now got it in their basket, so people will be disappointed. And there's only half of these. More than half of these have gone as well. There's the fishy one there. More than half of those are gone as well. Oh, Amanda, you can have a sellout on your first show. Oh, another Tamworth message. Here we go. Simon does fabulous and amazing cakes.
He does.
Does he? Oh, so Simon, when you come in to do screen test, I like. What cake would you like, Hannah? Oh, she got to decide. One with cream in it. I want a lemon drizzle.
The lemon drizzle is amazing. And one of the most popular.
How did I know that? Oh, what? Oh, I don't know if he does. Does he do cheesecake? Ginger Mike wants cheesecake.
Cake and cheese.
Yes. No, obviously not. Sorry. And then Tom has to have a very healthy macrobiotic one, don't you, Tom? Yeah. That's what his wife says anyway. But you can have a sugary one when she's not here. Right. How are we doing with that bottom?
Yeah, nearly done.
Was it difficult to get round?
No, as I say, as long as you've got those little markers of where you're aiming for, and once your needle hits the dot, the pivot dot.
Now, what do you do if the needle goes down and it's either just before or just after the dot? Would it not matter on something like this?
Not really. But as you're approaching, just sort of hand wheel towards it and just put a little bit of a tension on the fabric. Pull it back or push it forward. Okay, all done. A moment of truth.
Okay. And the question come through from Bridget on an email, so it can't come through here. So, Bridget, hello, Amanda and John, she says. I love the bag, but she's a bit daunted by using tissue patterns.
No.
Oh, she's made bags, but never with patterns. Is there a pattern for each bag, or does she need to trace them out onto paper?
There's a pattern for each bag. Yeah, all the pattern pieces are there. So, no, you don't need to trace them out.
There you go. But if you don't like tissue ones, you could trace them onto cardboard or your own thick, heavy pattern cutting paper, and then you've got them forever then, haven't you? Because I understand what you mean about tissue, because it does... As the years go by, it does age, doesn't it, the tissue? Whereas if you made like a cardboard or a... and because you're not going to check... It's not like it's a dress that you're going to change shape, go thinner, like in or out, or whatever. It's going to be the same every time, isn't it? Right, OK, so this is what we've got to start with. So there's the bottom. We haven't pushed the corners out just yet, but there's the bottom of the bag, all squared up there. So you've now got your main body of your bag there.
OK.
And this is the lining.
And this is the lining. There's... a cute little pocket that goes inside that we've already done.
Did it tell you how to do that in the instructions?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'll just show you inside this one. There's a pocket inside there, like for your phone and your chocolate or whatever you want to put in there, keys. I suppose I should say keys.
So it's literally a rectangle piece, pattern piece.
Yeah.
It's got the marks on the lines where you stitch down to divide.
But now, it's got lines on there, but if, say, you haven't got a mobile phone, you've got two... larger things. You can put that line wherever you want, can't you?
Wherever you like. And then on this one, it's just got two little darts.
Oh, OK.
OK, just again to give that extra little bit of room manoeuvre. And then it's just top stitched into position. OK. And then your pattern pieces.
Right.
Literally two squares with ears. So come on then, what do you...
You're calling these ears. We call them... squared bottom. Hang on, I've forgotten what do we normally call it? A box corner or a squared bottom, we call it.
A boxed corner.
Yeah. Right,
Fine.
okay. So this is on the pattern, is it? This bit cut out here?
Yeah, this is all cut out.
But you don't stitch around like that, I take it?
No, you're just literally doing down both sides.
Yeah, and across
along the
bottom.
And then you pull apart, and the bottom seam needs to match to the side seam.
So it's like doing a box corner that we normally cut. They've already cut the seam allowance off, haven't they? So you could have done it straight and then squidged them down, but they've just actually cut it out from the beginning.
Yeah, and I sort of thought, well, maybe sometimes it's a bit easier to just have it completely squared.
Yeah.
But then when I thought about it, again, if you're beginning, you may not be comfortable, or you might not get the same distance that you sew across.
Yes.
So again, it just takes the guesswork out of it. You can put your seam line in.
Yeah, because when you do it with a normal seam, you've then got to measure down from the point. There's nothing to say that you're going to measure exact, because you've got all the seam allowance and everything in there, haven't you? Whereas this way, you've just literally got one seam to sew.
It takes the guesswork out of it,
yeah. Doris, how do I get the pattern for the... Oh, hang on, Doris. I don't know where that's come from, Doris. Can I buy the fabrics by the ½ metre? We don't know yet. We're just waiting to hear back from the buying department to see if they've got any more apart from what's been allocated today. Can we email... Okay. We'll get you an answer. I'm on tomorrow. Hannah, can you, because I can't write down, can you write it down? And I'll ask the question tomorrow morning, and when I come on to air tomorrow morning, I'll let you know. And then if you don't see the show live, you can always do it on catch-up. We haven't got it, we can't find it anywhere else, but we don't know if Wendy's got some little secret stash somewhere, but I'll find out for you. Because it's been so popular, it might be worth them reordering it, mightn't it? Because it's been so popular. Oh, another question. All right, okay. Please, can you tell me what size needle is the machine for the project? Love the show, Alexandra.
Just normal 80, 70 or 80. It's will cope with the
And what's that in little numbers? 10? Is that?
Yeah.
Is that number 10?
10s, yeah.
Because they've got two
10s
numbers
and 12s,
on it. 10 to 12.
yeah.
10 to 12 or 70 to 80, Alexandra. And somebody said what interfacing comes on. This is the interfacing that comes in. It's a sew-in interfacing, and you get a metre square. It comes in the kit, a sew-in one. There it is. It's a sew-in one. But if you've got iron-on at home and it's easier to use iron-on, just use your iron-on and keep this one in your stash for some other project. Okay? I've only got the fishes left, by the way. Is that right? I've only got the fishes left, so make sure you come through for that. Yes. Right, so that's the lining, but the lining's not got a box in it, a square in it, like you put in there, because we've done the box corners, isn't it? So it gives the same effect.
The box corners or the ears.
Ears. We'll call them ears on your show. Because they also get... So when you've got a little bit of leftover fabric, do you call that a dog end or a dog leg or a dog ear? Are you missing something?
Just my little piece of... Thought I'd cut it out. Okay, not to worry.
What there?
To make the bottom a little bit more stable...
Right.
The pattern says that you can put either some thicker interfacing or even a piece of cardboard into the bottom.
Just the bottom.
I've prepared and cut one out, but I've obviously left it on the desk.
Oh, but it's in between the lining. Yeah. So if you use cardboard, how do you attach it to the... You
just use your pattern piece.
Yes.
From the base.
Right.
Okay.
Make that out, cut that out of cardboard.
Yeah.
With or without the seam allowance?
And then take the seam allowance out.
Right, okay.
And then it will just fit in.
And you literally
perfectly,
just slide it in?
It's not going to go anywhere.
You don't fix it or anything like that? Okay.
No. Okay.
So pretend the cardboard's in. Where is it then?
Yeah, I've obviously left it on your desk.
Oh, blame me now. Okay, so now you're putting in the lining wrong sides
together. Okay.
Oh, because we're not bagging out, are we?
Nope. No. And so, again, just we've got some little markers for where to go in the centre, which is where the little bag clasps are then going to fit into them. So just pin into place. And it fits.
Yes, just as well, really. The reason we're not bagging it out, because lots of people are used to seeing making bags and you bag out through the lining and everything, is because there's an extra cuff on the top of here, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
There's this extra panel that goes around the top of the bag, which you're going to encase the top of the bag in, so you don't need to bag it out because the raw edges are going inside there, you see.
Which again just makes it super easy.
Yes. How are we doing for time? Oh, all right. 11 minutes we've got. Oh, check out your... All Hannah's saying is baskets, baskets. Check out your baskets. That's all she's saying. Check out your baskets. Some of you will be disappointed with the patchwork and with the beach huts, I'm afraid.
11 minutes. I feel like I'm on the sewing bee.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the little bag clasps.
Right, I'll show you on the
that go
real
inside.
Thing,
okay. And you can put...
Well, you put a magnetic
I've put a
clasp
little
on,
magnetic clasp, or you could use snaps.
Yeah, they're not in your kit. They're not in your kit. We do sell studs if you want to buy some studs. I think they're sold out at the moment. We do sell studs, or you can put your own magnetic thing on there. But they don't come in the...
Or a button,
or
anything.
a button or anything like that,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, so
Right.
I've done the one.
Yes.
And the easiest way to do them is cut out your main fabric.
Right.
And again, you can either do it in the lining. I've just backed it in the lining material, but you could do it in the main one if you wanted to.
You've done it, you fussy cutted the main fabric of this one.
Yeah, just fussy cutted it out. And then, but make your underneath bigger, okay?
Yeah.
And it's just easier to do that small 1/4 inch seam because on the pattern piece, it does actually say a 1/4 inch seam allowance on there, whereas
that one's got less
inch.
seam allowance than everywhere else on the bag.
That's right, just because it's so little. So I just find it's a lot easier to do when you're doing such a small.
So the 1/4 inch is still. You're right. You want some water? You're right.
No,
it's in there. It's still included in that fabric. You just cut this one bigger.
Away.
So, yes. Yeah. Okay.
So we can.
This is the only fabric we've got left. The nautical fish, this is the only one we have left now. The nautical fish one is the only one we have left. That one there, £29.95. Right, okay, so you're just stitching all the way round, well, not all the way round the curved seam.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, because the top edge can be raw, can't it?
And then when we cut out, again, just then reduce your seam allowance down
to really close.
Yeah, about 1/8 of an inch, or
because you're going to have to bag. You don't want anything
4
in there,
millimetres.
Really,
yeah, and it just helps it then to turn.
In your shop, do you work in inches or centimetres?
Dressmaking centimetres, quilting inches.
Okay.
So.
Leanne says Simon needs to do more. I think Leanne's bored at home. Simon needs to do more ginger cake, she says.
It's a standard joke.
Yeah, she loves if I buy... Oh, no, hang on. No, it might be our machine, right? Because everybody's putting question marks after their thing, so maybe they're kisses and they're coming out wrong on our machine. Okay. Oh, because that's Leanne, and it was the other lady a minute ago had question marks, wasn't it? Anyway. Maybe it's a Tamworth code. 2 question marks means you're doing fine, girl.
I'm just going to...
What are you doing?
I had backstitched, but I've obviously just trimmed it.
Oh, okay. So... Oh, was it coming away at the top? Yeah. Not that I want to rush you, but we've got 8 minutes left, just so you know.
Plenty of time.
Did you practice at home in an hour? Because the hours fly by, don't they, when you're actually here? You think, an hour's plenty of time.
Lose as many times. I'm like, 2:45, maybe I ought to go to bed.
Oh, no.
You can just lose yourself in sewing.
Yeah, we're getting up at that time, normally when we're coming in. So is the ginger cake nice then, Leanne? Simon has to come in now. Even if he doesn't come and be an expert, he can just, next time you come in, bring him in with cake.
Okay,
all right.
That's our... So can I just give that a little
of course you can. There you go.
Thank you so much. Okay. So the way these little bag magnets work.
Right, we don't have the magnets, but the same kind of thing works with the studs when you do the studs.
Okay, so we're just going to put a little pin mark, I think, on this one.
Oh, the question marks mean a smiley face. I wondered why they were coming through as question marks. That's Joe. Oh, Castle Bromwich. I've got a friend. Oh, no, Castle Barnard, I think my friend lives in. Anyway.
Okay, so you've got these little prongs on the back.
We'll just do this quickly, because obviously we don't do these.
Okay, and you just measure up where the prong's going to do. put a little hole in.
We sell an awl on our website for the little holes if you don't want to use a stitch ripper. You just be very careful with the stitch ripper because you can always go too far.
And then that gets inserted.
Oh, of course, it only goes through the main fabric then.
Yeah. And then you've got the little disc.
Do you not need a hammer?
Bit of brute force.
Yeah, Tamworth brute force.
They breed
Question mark.
They breed us strong in Tamworth.
Yeah. You Tamworth born and bred then?
I am, yeah.
Oh. Okay. So you've got your 2 tabs on the that go on the inside there.
Yeah. Then you've got little markers on the pattern piece, and that just sits.
Now you've got to remember which way to put them up, though, haven't you? So that you put the linings together on both sides of it. Is that how you do it? Yeah.
So I've inserted the bag lining.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then these little tabs, the flat edge goes to the flat edge, and then you've got the little magnets will are lined up.
But or you can use poppers or anything else if you want to. You can put little ties in if you wanted to. If you didn't want to put tabs in, you put little ties in. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all in place.
Of the fish one as well. Right, okay, the fish one has sold. There's more people got it in their basket. So if you go onto the website, it'll say there's no fishes left. If you've got it in your basket, you need to check out because there's more of you got it in your baskets than there are kits.
Okay,
but how many minutes do you say then, Michael? Okay, 4 minutes to finish off, that's fine. Because we've got the band and the straps, haven't we, to sort out? Yeah.
And that's the really easy bit now.
That's the really easy
The really easy bit.
You make it all look really easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is a really easy pattern.
Oh, yeah, Bridget, who emailed in earlier about the pattern. Thank you for answering my question. She's ordered the fish fabric. Oh, she's a big fan of yours, Bridget is. Best wishes. Is she from Tamworth? No? Yeah, might be a new fan just from today. Right, what you do?
Okay, so I'd already prepared the bags.
And how did you do the straps?
So they're literally one length of oblong, okay, just pressed in half, tuck in the little centimetre.
Has it got interfacing in it?
It's got some interfacing for a little bit of
sturdiness,
and then just top stitch down.
You've only top stitched down one side?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they then just sit.
And the marks to where you attach them are on the pattern?
They are on the pattern, and they just literally come to where the top of the bag, the shaping is coming into. Okay. So you just line.
And also, before you sew them, check that you haven't twisted them.
Yeah.
Right, now what's this? This again is on the pattern, isn't it? This band that goes round the top. Mm-hmm. And is there a seam or have you bagged it out? How's that made?
Okay, so I have these 2 strips.
Yeah.
And you turn in the one end.
Yeah.
The raw edge of
that's where your wadding is from your bag. Yeah.
Okay, and then that is then going to be attached.
Have you attached all everything through there? So you're not putting the lining anywhere else. You're attaching it to the bag, the lining of the bag, and the tabs.
Yeah. And then you will then sew all the way around.
Yeah. Now that gets quite thick there, doesn't it?
That will then flip up.
Yeah. So that's this edge here.
Yeah.
So you've stitched on and then you flip it up like that.
Yeah.
At that point, you haven't quilted it or anything, have you?
No. And then your handles will go in, and then that turns round, and that's when you'll then quilt all the way around.
So now, did you quilt it from the inside out, or did you quilt it from the outside?
From the outside.
So how did you know? Because you've caught it in so beautifully here, that bottom line, and sometimes it falls off, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like if you're stitching from this side.
When I sort of put it up through, I then...
You stitch in the ditch?
Stitched in the ditch. Did that one first, and then did my row of stitching over the top. So you fold
it all the way over, stitched in the ditch there to catch it right on the edge of that one. So then it's in the right place, the handles on everything, and then from the top, you then stitch round and round and round to do the quilting on there as well.
That's right.
And how long would you say, if you sat down to make it, how long would you say it would take to make something like this? No, let's rephrase that question. Not how long it would take you, how long it would take a beginner, maybe.
I would say you could do it comfortably in a morning or an afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you're taking your time. Yeah. Just a nice day then, really.
Yeah, cup of tea on the side.
Do you have a sippy cup or do you have it in a proper cup?
Oh, big mug.
Yes, you see, the thing is, upstairs, they like to have their cups of tea in big mugs, but they have to have sippy cups because they keep knocking them over.
Oh,
and
right.
there's nothing worse if you're halfway through a project and you knock a cup of tea. If you make halfway through a project and you make a cup of tea and you knock a cup of tea all over it, that's all. Mind you, when I used to be a cutter in the theatre, I had a coffee percolator on my desk the whole time. It just literally used to top up from the percolator.
Intravenously, yeah.
Mai, thank you so much. It's been brilliant.
Thank
They've
you.
obviously loved watching. You're back in an hour to take us through overlocker with lots of big products.
Really exciting.
Make sure you check out your baskets. Make sure that everything's in baskets, everything's sold, right? But what you need to do is there are more people got it in their baskets than have actually got it. So what you need to do is now the show is finished, you need to go to this show's finished. Don't go anywhere because I'm off next. Check out your baskets now. If you see something you want later on, you'll only be charged 1p&p. But I don't want anyone to miss out, and people are going to be disappointed with these kits. That was absolutely brilliant. You were fantastic.
Thank you so much.
We look forward to seeing you again later. I'll be back in 3 minutes with the most gorgeous fabrics. Don't go anywhere. See you in 3. Join us on Facebook. Simply search for The Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more. The Sewing Quarter website is simple and easy to use. You can view a live broadcast of the show on our homepage. Get instant access to our online shop, which has a wide range of wonderful products for you to choose from. You can also enjoy a selection of projects and guides, which we have on offer to help you enhance your skills and gain valuable tips. Watch the live shows and you can buy the product which is currently being shown on air. You can even message the studio to ask our presenters or team any questions you might have. Below, you'll find all the products from today's show for you to look at and purchase. On the right of the screen, next to today's products, you will find our simple program guide listing all upcoming shows. So, join us today at sewingquarter.com.
So today I'm going to show you how to do a double stitch. Now you would use a double stitch at the start and the end of your sewing to secure your threads rather than using a really big knot. So you're going to want to take a thread. Now I'm using embroidery thread so you can see what I'm doing. And you're going to want to take your needle through the front of your fabric first and then come out back through the front. So I'm using really big stitches at the moment so I can see what I'm doing. You're going to leave a tail before you then repeat that in and out motion. So you can see that's 1. I'm going to go back through again and that's 2. So you can see I've done 2 stitches in the same place. That's giving me my double stitch. You would then do whatever stitch it is that you're going to go on to do. So I'm just going to do a quick running stitch. Okay, so now I'm going to do my double stitch at the very end of my stitch there. So it's repeating the process. So I'm going in, and back out, in, and then back out, before clipping my threads. So obviously you would clip these closer when you get to finishing your garment. So there you have it.
Join us on Tuesday the 23rd of May when Tilly Rose will be bringing us a brand new project designed by her especially for the Sewing Quarter. Tilly combines a range of beautiful hand embroidery stitches focusing on a slow stitching technique available in 2 colourways on 2 fresh new linen prints. So, join Tilly on Tuesday the 23rd of May at 8 AM only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
Now, you know Monochrome, wasn't she brilliant, by the way? Wasn't she absolutely brilliant? Monochrome never, ever, ever goes out of fashion, does it? Monochrome is always around. Look at any catwalk, look at any stylish magazine, look at any house magazine. Black and white monochrome is always, always, always huge, isn't it? So we're bringing you a lovely little monochrome show. But before I do any fabrics, I've got a really lovely little kit that I want to show you here. I've got a really, really lovely a bundle that they've put together for you as a little treat sort of thing. So in the bundle, you get these 4 items here, really cute little 4 items. They're just essentials, really, aren't they? You've got hand needles, you've got dressmaker pins, you've got those lovely, lovely rose gold coloured scissors. Oh, actually, no, it actually says rose gold on there. Let me just double check. We got confused about this the other day because some really are rose gold and some aren't. There's rose gold colours, but they actually say rose gold on them, those. And you get the retractable tape measure. So you get all 4 of these little kits for £11.95. Now, if you know somebody who's just setting up their workshop, somebody who's just taken up sewing, these would be ideal, wouldn't they? Lovely little gift. Bundle them all up. Bundle them up in different packages, so it looks like you bought them 4 presents. So you get the hand needles, the dressmaker pins, the gold, rose gold scissors, and I'm presuming it's rose gold plated. Let me see. Oh, rose gold coloured it is. Rose gold coloured, not rose gold, obviously. But we had a pair the other day, didn't we, that when Hayley was producing, and they were rose gold plated. These are nickel and chrome plated, rose gold coloured. So they're lovely, though. They're gorgeous little scissors. We need to do the rose gold pins, I think, as well, really, don't we? And needles, hand needles, and they're the sharps. And then these here, this retractable tape measure as well here. Really, really cute little tape measure there. £11.95 for the 4. Sewing Basics, that's exactly what it's called. Add it to your order. £11.95, really cute little starter kit, isn't it? If you wanted to just set somebody up, or you know somebody that's just set up and they haven't got everything yet, or indeed you want to encourage somebody to start, then they're all your essentials to start with, aren't they? Oh, and yes. Oh, good. Well done, Mike. If you're a new buyer, if you're a brand new buyer, the first order, if it's over £10, which this will be, £11.95, you get the free sewing kit as well. You get the free sewing kit as well. Now, I don't know if I want to open this one or not. Right, because, oh no, this is the one I was using yesterday. No, it's all there. It's all there. I said to Jake, make sure you put everything back, and he has. So you get threads, you get a seam ripper, you get buttons, you get other pair of scissors, bigger pair of scissors there. And that's worth £14.99. And you get it for free if your first order is over £10. I know. Fantastico, isn't it? Right, okay. Fabrics. So, monochrome. Now, I'm going to show you one that you've seen before first, because I've got 4 underneath here. I've got 4 premieres. As they say. I love this. This is lovely. Now, this is a different weight. Obviously, the others are... This is 100% cotton as well, but it's that canvas fabric. Oh, now, hang on. How am I going to do this without you seeing the premieres? Hang on. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Done it. Years of practice. So... Look. This is Hello Bear Buck Forest canvas fabric. I love this fabric. Now, it's £8.95 for half a metre. It is 100% cotton. And it's lovely, isn't it? Now, I could think of lots of... I'd love this in my garden, to be honest. Because in the village, we have not real reindeers like that. That was only in Norway, but you know what I mean. But look at this. This is a little bag that we made. This is a linear texture fabric that you'll find available on the website there. But isn't it cute? Now, it just shows you, even though it's a canvas fabric, it's nice and soft. It's a lovely, lovely, soft canvas fabric. It's lovely, isn't it? Look at that print. It's such a dramatic print. Now, a print that is very unisex. Use it for something for the boys, something for the girls. Very, very contemporary. Very, very stylish. I'll just pop that there. I love it. Isn't it brilliant? Now, it's wider. I'll measure. I think it's 56. Or 60 inches. Not centimetres, inches wide. I'll just check, which is 150 centimetres if I'm correct. Yep, 60 inches, 150 centimetres wide. So for half, right now, that's a metre there. Obviously, you're buying it in half-metre increments. So if you buy 1 unit, that's how much you'll get. That's how much you'll get for your £8.95. I just think it's fair for you to see. We show a whole metre so you can see it on the, but that's half a metre, right? Big enough to make a huge cushion. You could make a massive cushion out of that, couldn't you? In fact, what you could do is make 2 huge cushion fronts and then put a backing, a black backing, or this one's slightly off-white, this one. This is kind of a creamy white almost. £8.95 for half a metre. Oh, now I've got a message for this fabric just coming through, apparently. I've got one from Joanne. Oh, there we go, Anne. You are right, John. I made the bag with it. Beautiful to work with. See, that's not me saying that. That's Anne in Surrey. Anne in Surrey. I think Anne's quite posh. Anne in Surrey. I used to live near Surrey. I used to live in Twickenham, which is just on the border of Surrey, isn't it? Because Richmond was in Surrey, and I was in Middlesex. Anyway, it's beautiful fabric. And Anne says it's really lovely to work with. Beautiful to work with, she says. Fantastico, that fabrico. Right, okay. So now let me show you my 4 premieres. Right, which one shall I go first? Normally, Hannah goes, oh, you choose, John. I've got no say in the matter now. Now, from a distance, this is just going to look like, for you, it's just going to look like grey fabric. Wait till you see it close to. Look. Oh, get it the right way up, John. One job, John. It's not newspaper print. It's like a story, isn't it? It's called monochrome text on white. They could think that it's £4.95. Now, again, let me just stop. Right, it's Macao quality. That's what you get for half a metre. They sent me a metre. That's what you get for your half a metre. Right, what words are they? Ow. Hannah got really excited then because it's all to do with sewing. Ribbon, embroidery, sew, press, notion pins, haberdashery, scissors, thimble, ribbon. Isn't it incredible? Absolutely lovely. It's £4.95 for half a metre. £4.95 for half a metre. Monochrome text on white background. £4.95. Dial the number 0800 112 4433. Or, of course, you can go through to sewingquarter.com, pop it in your basket. Now, what will you use it for? You could use this if... what, sorry? Oh, Hannah's saying patchwork. I think it'd be lovely for anything for your sewing room because it's subtle. It's going to look like... a really, really lovely... grey from a distance, isn't it? A flecked fabric, but closer. Oh, look, hemmed, drape, design. Oh, I thought I'd finished with the word sketch, linen, couture, quilting, bobbin. Be interesting to know. Hannah's job for the hour is to work out how many words there are, different words there are on it. Yeah, oh, no, yes, brilliant. I think it's lovely. Look at that, close to there. £4.95 for half a metre. Premiere today. £4.95 for half a metre. It's all to do with sewing. All those words are to do with sewing, look. Sketch, stitch, applique, cotton, sew, iron. Right, oh, sorry, yes, I meant to do all 4 quickly, aren't I? Sorry. I got carried away with that one. So that's that one. I'll show you all 4 very quickly, and then we'll love this one. Got somebody musical in your family? This is nice. This is lovely. This is... now, again, this is a metre. The price we're about to show you is for half a metre, but you can buy half-metre increments, so anything from half metre up to whatever you want. Look at this. Now, this is where I'm going to get really embarrassed, because my music... I know that's a treble clef, and that's a bass. Oh, hang on, sorry. That's a treble clef, and that's a bass clef, I seem to remember. But then, one of these is a minim. One of those is a minim, isn't it? Yes? It's an oldie musical upstairs. Put it into Google it, Yahoo it, or Bing it while I'm up there. Oh, if you're not at home, tell me what they are. So So there's that one there, which is a single. Do you know what? If you're doing one of those, I know when Bonnie Langford, my friend Bonnie, came to talk to one of my charities, I help raise money for different charities, and she came to do one of my lunches for my Jewish Ladies of Chigwell. And they bought her a music case as her thank you gift, because obviously she wouldn't take any money. This would be lovely to make. You know that yesterday, like the almost like the iPad carrier, the laptop carrier, make it in a music case with the music prints on. Be lovely, wouldn't it? So I need you to tell me now. Can we come in a little bit closer? Is that possible? You can zoom in while we're there. Right, what's this one here with 3 on it? Then there's one with 2 on it with dots to 1. Semi-something. Is there a semi-quaver? Is that a semi... Oh, quavers. Oh, it's only 10 past 10. I can't talk about food yet. There's one with 3. There's one with 2, but there's 2 different ones with 2 on. There's that one there with, like, the little snowdrop on it. That's crotchet. No, hang on, am I saying rude words? I'm just shouting out rude words. Isn't that... Oh, no, I'm really embarrassed now. Is that not a musical term? I won't say it again, just in case it was a rude word. And if it is a rude word, I do apologise. I was thinking, no, it's not. It's minims, and it's been so long since I did music. Loads of people coming in for this one. Oh, look, I'm supposed to be going quick. Sorry, I'll come back. If you know any of those, or if you play any musical instruments, please let me know. I'll come back to that one in a minute. There's quavers in a minim. Right, now, this one again, like the word one, from a distance, it's just going to look like a white fabric. This is called Dotty. I had a friend called Dotty once. Oh, I like it. It might do, if you make something out of it, the person opposite you might have a little bit of a strobe problem with their eyes. A strobe. Because when I was at Wimbledon School of Art, I went through a phase of wearing very narrow blue and white stripes. Oh, look, just looked into a light. That was a silly thing to do. Oh, got a first reply on music, thank you. This is Monochrome Dotty Scallop. Now, you can't see can you see the scallop on there? You will do if you pull out a little bit. Look, it's like the clam, you know the clamshell patchwork? A minim, a crotchet, and a quaver, depending on time, written for values. Oh, Anne, I don't know what that means. Oh, and they've got another one saying, don't worry, John, crotchet is right. Let's have a look where that one's coming through from. This love fabric's lovely, isn't it? How do I say that? Kira, C-I-A-R-A, Kira. That's how I think you say that, isn't it? Crotchet is right. That's short and to the point. Thank you, Kira. I think it's Kira, or it would be Chiara, Chara. Kira, I think it's Kira. Thank you very much indeed. This is nice, isn't it? This is scallop, Dotty scallop. Dotty scallop on a white background. Oh, is Amy crying? That sounds like Amy crying then. £4.95 half a metre, 100% cotton. £4.95. Right, one more to show you, and then I'll go through them all properly for you. We can hear you crying, Amy, in here. This is nice. What's this one called? Boxes. Is it? Oh, squares. Nearly there. Oh, I like this one as well. This one's quite dramatic. Oh, that's nice from there, isn't it? This is monochrome squares on black background. Now, if we had those felt pens, you know the felt, well, they're not felt pens, are they? Fabric pens. You could colour those in if you wanted, couldn't you? Just don't have them. But you might have them. £4.95 for half a metre. These are lovely. At £4.95 for half a metre. I'm liking all those irregular squares on there. At £4.95. Okay, so we're doing, this is what my director, Michael, we're doing a monochrome show, right? So that means black and white. He's saying, colour them in with felt pens. He went, oh, I'd get that one and tie-dye it. Monochrome, Michael. It's a nice idea. It's a nice idea. Yeah, it's the most creative he's been since we started, really. Mind you, he's an award-winning film director now. Best film on the lowest budget, I think it was, he won. Right, I've got to go back to the musical instruments. Well, could we sing it? Do we know what notes they are? We could do our scales, couldn't we, while we're here? Ah, oh. That's it now. Right. What else? Now, That was a scale going all over. This is very, very popular. Very, very popular. I didn't even tell you what it was called today. We'll put the graphics in now for this one. What's it called, this one? Notes. At £4.95. If you're going to say anything, it has to have a musical bent to it. Are you all right, Amy? We heard you crying. You all right? Oh, she's all teary-eyed. Don't know what's happened. Someone picking on you. Right, now, didn't I just say that? You could make a case for your music, a music case. £4.95. Thank you, Hannah. Rebecca, thank you for your message. Yes, you could make a music case as well. £4.95. I think they're lovely. What else would you say? If you're a musician, oh, I know what'd be nice. If you're a musician, you have to wear black and white, don't you, when you're in the orchestra? You could make yourself something out of this. Well, if you made a tie, you have to cut a tie on the bias, so you need a lot for a long tie. You can make a bow tie. You can make a bow tie. You can make trousers, skirt, waistcoat. This is monochrome notes on black background. Right, the right pronunciation of my name, first time, very impressed. Oh, thank you. I'm from Ireland and living in Scotland now, and nobody gets it right. Smiley face. We couldn't figure out why everybody was sending us messages with 2 question marks at the end. And apparently 2 question marks comes out on my pad here as being, your smiley face comes out as 2 question marks. Jane in Greater Manchester. The fabric has single quavers, quavers, and triplet quavers. So what's a minim then, and what's a crotchet? I always feel a bit weird saying that. Okay, so hang on. I'll just do here, right? So this is obviously a triplet quaver, that one there. Single quavers must be those, and then quavers must be the 2. So okay then, who was that from? Jane. What's a minim and what's a crotchet then? What are they? Crochet, knitting, no. Anyway, let me know. I'm showing my total ignorance now. I haven't done music I gave up music in school when I was 13, even though I love musicals, and I think I'm Elaine Page on a Sunday afternoon. But that's another story. My music teacher hated me. Oh, no, I can't say he hated me. He wasn't very nice to me because I used to sing with full gusto. And me and Cheryl Ashworth were always out of tune. And he used to say to Cheryl, don't bother singing, Cheryl. And then me just slapped the back of my head. Can't remember his name now. I won't say his name because he'll be done, wouldn't he, for hitting a child on the back of the head. But anyway, I love this. Love this. It was years ago. Yeah, it was. We did have blackboards and chalk in those days. You're right, Hannah. £4.95. Yeah, and life was in black and white in those days. It wasn't. Pippa what? Oh, here. Morning, John. Crotchet is 1 beat. Minim is 2 beats. And quaver is half a beat. Breve is 4. Oh, my word. No wonder I gave up music. Fab shows always lots of Pippa. Oh, thank you, Pippa. So, minim, bump. That's a minim. Bum, bum. That's a quaver. But how do you do half a beat? Is a 4. Oh, no, 4. Oh, and brev is 4. Brev is 4. Ba, 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 ba. Blimey. Music's more hard than you think, isn't it, really? Oh, lots of you coming in for this one. Lots of musical. I'll just put my hand in there so you can see the size of the pattern. You can see my nails, all right? Oh, now, which shirt, though? Right, Michael would get his white shirt and put this on the inside of his collar and his... Oh, like this, right? So he'd put it there, and he'd put it there on a plain white shirt. Oh, Hannah's very, very excitable with this fabric. She keeps going like this. Taxi driver. Oh, John. Oh, that's the microphone. That's the microphone. Oh, John. Right. I'm going to... Oh, this is a brilliant one. Julie in Greater London. I am going to recover the piano stool in the music room with the musical notes fabric. I had to answer the door. Have you done the book yet? No, I'll go on to the... All right, Julie. I'll get onto the book now. I'll get onto the book in a second. So she's going to read. Do you know what? I should buy some of this for my friend Francesca, you know, the mother of my godchildren. They've got a piano stool that needs recovering. Maybe I'll get them. You only need about that much, wouldn't you, to recover a piano stool? Well, no. Well, hang on. Let me work it out. Oh, I'll get Francesca to measure it, but half a metre would do, wouldn't it? Right, I'm going to show you the book now. Oh, I thought you'd all disappeared on me then. Just checking. It could be my musical shirt, look. I haven't even shown you the rest again, but I'll show you the book first. Right, now this, when Joy was on last time, we had the Ultimate Quilting Bible, sold out in one go. This is a lovely book. So Julie wants to see this. It's a complete reference with step-by-step techniques. It is the Ultimate Sewing Bible book. So, I've gone too quickly. Look, how much is it? It's $14.95. Get lots for $14.95. Introduction, then sewing basics. No question is too simple. No question is too silly in the sewing world. So it's all about sewing. Little basics, ironing board covers, useful extras. At the foot on your sewing machine. They've confused Hannah totally. Understanding different fabrics. Then you've got basic techniques, stitches and seams, all thoroughly explained to you with lots and loads of lovely drawings, look. These are all the stitches still. Hand-sewn loops and tacks. You've got the stitches for curtain making, because this book carries on into curtain making. Because wait till you get to the back of it. Seam finishes, that's interesting there. All about cutting into your curves. Edges, how to edge your fabric. Bias binding. Loads of techniques. Then we get on to dressmaking, the dressmaking section. All again about fabrics, patterns, shapes, all the different basic pattern cut pieces, how to alter a pattern. Basic garment elements. It's like a go-to book, isn't it? Tucks and pleats. At the moment, we're all on everything you need to know about the beginning stages of sewing. But you'll see in a minute, there's more. There's loads to go through. Look. It's fantastic, isn't it? All the different sections, notice, are done in different colours. So we've done a blue colour with blue section. Now we're doing a sand section. What's that one? Is that like a placket on your shirt? Oh, yeah, that's a placket on your shirt cuff, look. Pockets. Carry on going, you see. Now, the techniques will get different in a minute. Oh, there's little scissors that we do there. Carrying on here. Zips. Buttons, covered buttons. Then, this is where you want. So we've done the basic techniques, we've done basic dressmaking. Now we're on to advanced tailoring. A glimpse of advanced tailoring's jackets. All about collars, cuffs, hems of sleeves, evening wear, ruffles. So it's for boys and for girls. Roses, fabric roses. And then every now and then there's a really lovely photograph there. What's that? Rosette? Is that a rosette? Yes. Then we're on to home furnishings. So we then do cushions, curtains, blinds, poofs. Covers everything, doesn't it? There you go. Look, curtains. Yeah. Have you seen how much curtains cost? I've got to do the new curtains for our village hall, and it's blooming well costing a fortune for them. Then we go. Really lovely, isn't it? They're all watching anyway. They'll watch if you don't. Roman blinds. Cushions and pillows. What do you mean? Hannah just said, "Oh, didn't know you can make all my blinds are homemade at home." No, I didn't make them. I got a lady to make them, but she made them herself. Table linens. Oh, isn't this the book with the lovely wedding tablecloth in it for Jay's wedding? I might be wrong. There it is. That's how we're going to do Jay's wedding. He's not here today. He's watching the football. Yeah, there's only the table for him and her. Oh, no, Elaine will need a table, the mother-in-law. And then care and repair. Darning, who darns these days? Patches. Laundering, and then a glossary. It's a fantastic book, isn't it? For £14.95. The ultimate sewing Bible book for £14.95. It's lovely. It's a big book. There's lots going on there. Oh, yes. Now, if you are going to get that, we've got this lovely bundle here for you. Little kit bundle we've got for you here. Almost like a starter kit. We have the tape measure. We have a packet of needles. We have a packet of pins. And we have the lovely rose gold coloured scissors. They're plated with nickel and... What's the other thing? I'll think of it in a minute. Chrome. Lovely little snippy scissors there. All of that for £11.95. They come in a little packet. They don't come loose like that. I just took them out earlier. They do come in a little packet like this. Look, that's nice, isn't it? Now, the other thing I've got here, which I mustn't forget, is le thread. Have a look at this, because what colours do you run out of first? Black and white. And we're doing monochrome. We need the black and white, don't we? We need the black and white. So you get 4 whites, and you get 3 blacks in there. At £9.95. Oh, sorry. Blinding you with the flashing of the lights. So you get 7 threads, 700 metres of thread. It's the Gutermann Sew All thread. I presume you get more white than black because you use white more often. £9.95. Right now, shall we go back and go over the fabrics again very quickly? Because we only really saw this one, didn't we? This is very, very popular. If you've got this in your basket, you need to check out. We've got a large quantity, but don't worry. Got a what? Quarter of this is gone already. Quarter of this, and I've got a huge quantity of this. Quarter of it's gone already. Right, make sure you check. That's so far, that quarter is only the people who have checked out already. If you need to check out, you need to check out, that'll go to more than a quarter. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, so that, and that's presuming those, we can't see what people have got in their basket, you see. Lots of people buying multiples of this. I'll do some names for you later. £4.95. Now remember, I'm showing you a metre there, but you're paying £4.95 for half a metre. The other 3 Premier fabrics. Words. Words are all I have to give to you today. I don't know what's happening. It's called text, not words. What you could do is you could team that with the notes, and this could be the song, couldn't it? Words are all I have. We can make a song. We can make a song from the words, couldn't we? I'm not Elton John, so it won't be very good. No. Thimble. 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 Bobbin, buttons, thimble, sew, iron, thread, quilting, drape. Oh, no, that's not my song. I'm getting inspiration just by using the words. It's nice, isn't it? £4.95 for half a metre. Like I said earlier, if you're revamping your workroom, or your workroom's in black and white, you know the lovely wall hangings with pockets on and everything? You could make the back out of a plain fabric and make the pockets out of the black and white fabrics, or especially this one. Or you can make like little, like ticker tape almost to go round the binding. That'd be lovely to use that. Oh, that's nice. I haven't got any black fabric to show you, but if you use this as binding, and you just, yeah. Right, so look. See, that's not going to work. Hang on, because I wanted a plain black fabric. I haven't got a plain black fabric to show you. But if you see what I mean, you could have that as a binding with just the little words there. Or you could make your own raw edge ribbons, pinking shears, Make ribbon and wrap things up with it. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Put it in your patchwork, so every now and then there's a little group of words, stitching words. Because I think there was there patchwork in there? There was definitely quilting, patterns, needle. Quilting's there. Did you see patchwork? I haven't seen patchwork on there. We've got hem, design. Oh, you're there. Hem, sewing, buttons, needle, fabric, patterns, textiles. Must be there somewhere, mustn't it? Hasn't got Rachel the Ruler on it, though. That's a generalised term these days, isn't it? Notions and haberdashery. Nice, isn't it? Okay, that's £4.95 for half a metre. £4.95 for half a metre. Then, right, a quarter of that has already been checked out, but there are still lots and lots and lots of that in your basket, so you do need to check out. Well, I was going to say wait till the end of the show, but I'll give you warning. You're all right at the moment, because a quarter of it's gone. Right, this is scallop dotty scallops, which is a bit like, you remember the clamshell patchwork that Joe did? That's very like that. I don't know if you can see that on there, can you? Oh, yes, there you go. Okay, these are level pegging in third position at the moment. £4.95 for half a metre. That's really lovely as well, isn't it? If you want to trim something or put a panel of something in. £4.95. Director Mike is saying he'll join the dots to dots with different coloured pens. Make rainbows. He likes rainbows. His life is one big rainbow, he said. £4.95. He's not jolly. I wouldn't call him jolly. He's, what word would I use? I've got to try and think now. Pensive. Very deep in thought, he is always. Very ginger, that's another word. Squares. Square. Say this again. And what's that? Monochrome squares on black fabric. Half a metre for £4.95. Do you know what? I think I've got a pattern somewhere. You see, now, I've got 4 patterns, or 3 patterns, in different sizes. I'm just deciding what I might make out of each of them. You see, right, just an idea. I've got this pattern here, which is a Vogue pattern skirt. Comes in 2 sizes. It comes in the... I haven't got my... let me put my glasses on, then I don't get it wrong, will I? This one is size 6 to 14, and this one's 14 to 22. Same pattern, same pattern, same pattern. That's the 6 to 14. That's the 6 to 14. No, that's the 6 to 14. You get the same thing, just different sizes in there, and then that's the 14 to 20. Did I say 20 or 22? 22. Right? Now, you see the one in the middle there? That's for the 14 to size 14 to 22 in the graphics there now. You see that one there? I mean, you could make it all in the same fabric, but I quite like the one with the... that's my favourite, the one in the middle there. Now, Jennifer Mills has made this for us before with using motorbike, the scooter fabric, do you remember? But if you've got a plain black... And, do you know what would look nice? Well, any of these with the plain back. But if you put the word panel going down the front, or, would you do it that way around? No, I'd do it that way around. I'd do the plain black down the middle, and then have all the words going around there. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Or indeed this way, have the black around the outside, then have the words in the middle there. Be a nice idea, wouldn't it? So the pattern's £12.95. The fabric is £4.95 half a metre. If you need to know how much fabric you need to buy for any of the skirts of any of the sizes, just let me know and I'll tell you. Just let me know and I'll tell you. But that would be lovely, wouldn't it? If you did the black and the white monochrome skirt. The middle one is my favourite, I have to say. The one with the panel down the front is my favourite. But do you know what I'm thinking now? Do you remember this swing frock Hang on, let me just get rid of these. The swing frock we did with cloth kits. Now, they've made it a few times. I did it with Jennifer Mills again, I think, in solid colour. But imagine, I'll just show you this fabric, right? If you did the swing, it's like a swing tunic top or a very short dress. That's the pattern for $12.95. Let me show you the back. Let me show the back there. You see the shape of it there? And made it out of that fabric, it would look gorgeous. And you're going on Britain's Got Talent, and you put all your choir girls, all the girls in the choir wearing this. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And your note fabric. So the cloth kit's pattern is £12.95. And is Amy around? Could she possibly get me that one that we made in the solid colour? At £12.95. I'll get that out for you later and show it to you. It'll take Amy a while to go through the filing system to find it. It's lovely. That'd be lovely in this. It was bright pink, like a bright pinky magenta-y pink, yeah. And we made a navy blue one on the show, but I'm not sure if it got finished, the navy blue one. I love this. This is, well, it's your favourite. It's definitely your favourite, and I love that musical instrument one. Nice, isn't it? Don't forget, I forgot to show you the stag fabric as well, because Anne said earlier she'd made this bag with the stag fabric, and she said it's lovely to work with, really lovely to work with. Just show you ½ metre. It's very wide. It's 60 inches wide, this one. That's what you get for ½ metre. Nice, isn't it? Look. £8.95. And whether you're making a bag for a boy or a bag for a girl, that would work, wouldn't it? Or anything. It's a light. It's called a canvas, but it's a very, very lightweight canvas. Cushions for your garden would be nice in that, wouldn't they? Or in your conservatory. Oh, hang on. I'll have a look. Sharon, hello, Sharon, my love. I'll have a look for you now. She says, is there a bit about recovering, what, of cushions? Yeah, what is it she wants to make? Oh, recovering a stool. Let's have a look then. I'll have a look for you. I haven't looked at it that thoroughly. Yeah, I'm in the last section now. Yes. Home furnishing, right. Well, let's just go through it together, Sharon. We can have a look, can't we? That's fabrics she used there. There's what's these called? Swag backs. What do they call them? Tie backs, they call them. I'm sure they were called drag or something. No, not drag, swag. They win. Oh, I'm still on curtains. Hang on. Here we go, look. Fitted squab cushion and back cushion. Measuring for a seat cushion cover or throw. So yes, you can recover cushions. Apparently she's going to use the musical fabric. So it's showing you how to do a square one, circular one, an arch. Oh, is it through the square window or the arch window? But look, even to make a throw for your sofa. Oh, no, look. It's even telling you how to measure your chair. Look, that's got a whole padded chair cover. That one there, Sharon. I'm not sure, because Sharon didn't say what she was recovering, but I'm presuming it's a chair. Oh, hang on, where is it? No, there's no footstool. Yeah, where's the footstool? Oh, okay, Hannah thought this was a footstool. That's it. Just put it over there for me when I get to it. And let's see what else it's got in here. So I might not have covered everything for Sharon, you see. This is just preparing your fabric. Oh, then we're back onto curtains for this one. Back onto curtains for that one. This is what Hannah's house is like, you see, with like silk draped everywhere, little rosebuds that light up and things. Yeah, likely. Yes, she's just got a yellow house, really, isn't she? Yellow window frames. That's how to make the casings. Pencil pleat headings. French pleats. Oh, you see, my mum had ones that looked like wine goblets at the top of her glasses. Here, there it is. Do you think I'm joking? There they are. My mum had those on her dining room curtains. How funny. Yeah, she had them like that, yeah? See, I didn't know how to make those in those days. Mind you, I was a child. I was not advanced, sadly. Loose linings. Oh, they're nice. Muslin drapes. Sheer curtains. Nice. I heard, you know, on the Monday meeting, where we're not supposed to go into the meeting, and we're in the same room so we can hear everything, I heard them talking about furnishing fabrics and things like that in the meeting. Don't know if I was supposed to. Curtain valances. Tie backs, that's the word I was looking for. Tie backs. Drag backs, or something like that. Blinds. Now this is the bit that Hannah didn't realise, that you can make your own Roman blinds, look. So you got panel blinds, Roman blinds, roller blind, or I think you'd have to buy a kit for that, surely. Decorative finishes. Oh, look, they'd look nice in your front room, Hannah, with the dagged edge like that. And then that scalloped one for your kitchen and your dinette, kitchen dinette. Look, they've got yellow window frames like you. Just pointing out. Nice. I've got in my Indian princess bedroom, I've got a blind made out of a sari and the pelmets made out of it as well. There's not a real Indian princess in there. It's because when my niece was little, she liked all the sumptuous golds and deep colours and things like that. In fact, if you look at, will you two be quiet, please? They're busy making their own fun up there. If you follow me on Facebook, you can see the picture of the princess bedroom on my Facebook from last week. What's that then? What's that? Heart-shaped cushion cover. Oh, that's nice. But it's got two ties. Look, it's got little ties on the back. Oh, it's a bit peachy, that one, doesn't it? So much in here. Oh, tie-on cushion. Tie-on cushion for your dining room chair. I need those because I get home and Norman and Ellie have been having a cushion fight when I get home. There's cushions everywhere. They're cats, by the way. Yes. And Norman's got this habit at the moment. He's got all these toys, all these soft toys, and they're in a basket underneath one of the sofas. And he takes them out and takes them all so I can get home and they could be in the middle of the kitchen floor or they can be by the back door. He just takes them all, he carries them all around. But he's regretting never having a family, that's what it is. There's so much going on. Ruffles, lovely ruffles there. That's a brilliant book. $14.95, that's complete reference with step-by-step techniques. Thank you, Sharon, for asking about the recovering. We don't know what you're recovering. Let me know. Let me know. And let me know if it was any help to you at all. Right. Right, now, before I do the musical reminder, this is what the cloth kits dress looks like. Now, obviously, we're not selling this fabric today. You can buy this fabric on the web because it's just our Macawa solid fabric. But that's what the pattern, this pattern, which I showed you, which I think would look lovely in the musical instruments. There's the pattern. Musical notes, not instruments. £12.95. The swing frock. Goes from a size, somebody's asked about the size, 8 to 20. Small, medium, large, and extra large goes from an 8 to a 20. So that I just wanted to show you what it looked like. That's what the actual... See, it's more of a tunic. You see what I mean? It's because of the length. More of a tunic, that one. No, it might do, actually. Right, OK. Nobody's bought enough to costume a whole choir, apparently. We need to... Well, the Britain's Got Talent auditions are all over now, aren't they? You see, that's the problem. If you don't know if you just tuned in, you're wondering, what on earth is he talking about? Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. It's the black fabric with the white musical instruments. They are crotchets, quavers, minims, demi-quavers, brevs, bass clef, and treble clef. £4.95 for half a metre. 100% cotton, remember. 100% cotton. Right, if everybody was to check out their basket on this fabric alone, half the stock's gone. We did have lots of it, So you're safe, but you need to check out your basket. I'll just keep you updated on everything. Now, nobody's messaging saying what musical instruments they play. No? Well, not everybody plays a musical instrument. Thomas, do you play a musical instrument? A little bit. Of? Drums. And what kind of guitar? A normal guitar. You see, Francesca, who I was talking about earlier, her husband, Pete, he's in the Boomtown Rats, right? And he plays the bass he's the bass player. And I went, oh, that's fine, you've only got 4 strings to play with. Anyway, didn't find that very funny. So, anyway, Simon the Cake Maker. Oh, no, it might not be. Lovely monochrome prints, fab, Simon. Is that Simon who makes the cakes? Because I put in an order for lemon drizzle. Hannah wants something with cream. Mike wanted a ginger cake. A cheesecake, sorry, cheesecake. No, he is ginger. He wants a cheesecake. And what macrobiotic cake did you want? He wants something, because Tom's wife is very, very into that healthy, macrobiotic-y, all that sort of stuff. So he'd want something with loads of sugar and loads of cream in while she wasn't watching. Oh, I've got to show you the one with the writing on. Look at this. This is lovely, this one with writing on it. Because all the writing it's everything to do with sewing. What cake do you want, Mike? What was it Mike wanted? I didn't hear. I always knew that. £4.95 for half a metre. £4.95 for half a metre. Look at the words. Drape, hem, sewing, buttons, needle. Third of the stock of this one's gone. A third of the stock of this one has gone. £4.95. I tell you, I've got one other thing I haven't shown you yet. Well, I've got one other pattern, but I can show you that in the next hour. But I've got this, which is always very popular, to put your threads in. Yeah, I know it's a box. They're saying to me upstairs, it's a box, John. Right, I want to know what musical instrument you play. We've only got about 8 minutes before Amanda comes back on, showing us how to use an overlocker. And it's a brilliant overlocker. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant overlocker. It comes in a little bundle as well. You get freebies with it. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll get Amy to sort all that out in a minute. £5.45. This is a Gutermann thread box, holds 18. Holds 18 spools. And if I just show you here, see, I would say I'd have one box for each colour, but it's made specially to fit the lovely Gutermann threads in there. Message from Pauline coming through. I play the ukulele. Pauline, loving the show. We used to work with somebody called Steve, who had to play. He was a comedian who sang his jokes playing a ukulele. Oh, was he? Well, Hannah says he was very good. The videos I watched, because one was called Jerry McCall is Dead, and I wasn't too happy about that. So you see that? You don't get the threads in the box. I'm just showing you how the threads fit in the box. Nice, aren't they? This holds 18 spools of thread, and it's £5.45. You can, what's the word I'm looking for? Stack them. Stack them up. Just put those in. There, this is the thread pack I just showed you there, the black and white thread pack. Oh, I haven't put them away properly. There you go. That thread pack is at £9.95. 4 whites and 3 blacks. I quite like them put like that. And then this is your thread holder bobbin. £5.45. Good quality. Oh, another message about the musical notes fabric. From Claire in Bristol. Hello, John. I'm going to make a book bag for my daughter's sheet music. See, I said that, didn't I? The first thing, with that gorgeous note fabric. Way better than a plastic carry bag. Yes, exactly. And a plastic carry bag, you have to pay 5p every time you get one, don't you? What did you say? All right, got more messages about musical instruments. Let's get the musical fabric out here. I'm not surprised it's popular, I have to say. I'm not surprised at all. £4, 100% cotton, wash at 30 degrees, £4.95 for half a metre. Oh, now is this Simon? Oh, the other Simon. I will send you a lemon drizzle over next time Amanda is on TV, and he plays the harmonica badly. But Simon, come on as a guest. Come for a screen test and come on as a guest. But you can't play the harmonica when you're on air. Harmonica, is that? Or is that? Oh, that's that. What's that one then? Accordion. That's nothing like it. You know what I mean? Anyway. Oh, now you start to talk about a lemon drizzle. It's not 11:15 yet. I'm meant to be gluten-free, Simon, but I think I could, every now and then I'll, you know, have a bit of lemon drizzle. Oh, love a lemon drizzle with hot chocolate. Right, we're talking about cake because Simon, who works with Amanda, makes lovely cake. Sorry? Amanda's our new guest. Simon will be our even newer guest when we get him in. And then this is musical fabric. And we just asked who plays a musical instrument. So he plays a harmonica badly. What, so do you play... Oh, no, hang on. Hannah can't even speak, so she's not likely to be able to read music, is she? She played the violin for years, really badly, apparently. And Ginger Mike, I bet he can play every instrument, can't he? He can do percussion. Oh, Simon says, my face or your face? Hang on. It says, sorry, John face is for radio only. I think he means his, not mine. I think he means his. Anyway, well, listen, if I can do it, anyone can, can't they? Buy this because it's selling ever so fast. £4.95. Please check out your baskets. You've only got minutes left of the show. 4 minutes left of this show now. At £4.95. I haven't really shown all the others properly, have I? We've concentrated on this a little bit. So let me take you through everything. I'll come back to this. I'll come back to that, I promise. Okay, what's Sandra saying? Sandra says, can you tell us about your theatre trip this week? Oh, it was brilliant, Sandra. I went, did I not say yesterday? Oh, sorry. I went to see La Cage aux Folles. It's on tour. And it's a musical. It's very theatrical. It's very over the top and everything. And the leading actor is John Partridge, who plays Christian. Used to play Christian, or still plays Christian EastEnders because he comes back every now. And to be honest, I don't really like him as Christian. Didn't really, and I was like, oh, and I went with my friend Bonnie. We always go to the theatre. We got to see the ballet at Christmas, and then we always go and see a couple of musicals at Birmingham. Oh, he was brilliant. If you can get, it's on tour now, right? It's finished in Birmingham, but it's going to Milton Keynes, Wolverhampton, Southampton, it's Liverpool, Manchester, it's going everywhere on tour. If you can go to see it and you love big theatrical musicals, then you have to go. His performance, I tell you what song comes from it, you know, I am what I am and what I am. That one, right? And he sings it at the end of Act 1, and it's just, it's got a standing ovation. Got a standing ovation for it. It was just brilliant. What? You think what? It was at the Hippodrome. It's gone now. It's finished. It's finished at the Hippodrome now. Anyway. This is monochrome squares. Monochrome squares on black background. £4.95 for half a metre. It's the famous film that Robin Williams did. He's already done the film, but without the music in it. He did the kind of straightforward story. But The Birdcage, the film was called The Birdcage. Yeah. Was The Birdcage, right? And this is the musical version, and it's fantastic. The best of times are now. That's another song in it. The best of... Oh, but not sing too many of them. They'll be charging me, won't they? Imagine they won't recognise them. They won't recognise them with me singing them. The best of times are now. Amy? Anyway, this is lovely, isn't it? I tell you who else in it. Marty Webb. Marty Webb's in it. She plays Jacqueline, the restaurant owner. She's got a couple of songs as well. Cracking songs. This is nice fabric, look. All the words... Threads, bobbins, couture. Oh, Paul plays the electric guitar and the piano. My godson, Luciano, he's doing his A-levels in music at the moment, and he's done his practical, and he sang the song, one of the songs he had to do, sing 2 opera songs, a song that he's written himself, and another song. And he sang My Pretty Valentine. It was just... You know, when you know them from when they've been a little child, and suddenly they're an 18-year-old singing this amazing song. He's the one I went to see in Les Miserables last year. He was brilliant. Right, oh, sorry, you had the wrong graphics in there. Sorry. Didn't even know, too busy chatting. So this is monochrome text on white background for £4.95 for half a metre. Check out your baskets. All sewing related. Isn't it lovely? £4.95. Right, quickly, I'll just show you the other two very, very quickly, because Amanda's back on in a second, and we've only got literally 30 seconds to show you. I've got the black background with squares, and I've got the dots on scallops. So the main graphic there is this one. Dotty scallops. And this is the graphic coming across the bottom. Squares on black background. Both £4.95 for half a metre. 100% cotton, machine washable at 30 degrees. We've had so many suggestions of what you're going to make out of them. It's fantastic. Right, don't go anywhere, because in 3 minutes' time, Amanda's back. I love overlockers. I love overlockers. And Amanda's going to be showing us how to do, and you can buy it, and it's coming in a little bundle, so you're getting freebies with it as well. And I'm going to show you one of the other sewing machines. So don't go anywhere. I've got patterns, threads, thread holders, everything. See you in 3.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts.
When you spend £10 on your first purchase, you will receive this free sewing kit from the Sewing Quarter worth £14.99.
So I'm going to be showing you how to do a slip stitch, which is basically a hemming stitch that is almost invisible on both the right and the wrong sides of the fabric. So I'm going to start with a needle and thread. I'm going to use embroidery thread here so you can see what I'm doing, and I haven't put a knot in the end of my thread. I'm going to secure my thread though using a double stitch. So I'm going to go in through my layers here, through the single hem. I'm going to leave a tail before doing my double stitch here. So I'm just going to go through 1, twice there. That's giving me my double stitch or locking stitch, ready to then do my slip stitch. Okay, so first of all, you need to take the smallest amount of fabric. So you want at least 1 or 2 pieces of thread in the fabric before then going into the fold of your single hem. And you're going to run your needle through that fold before pulling it out. And then again, a couple of stitches. Bearing in mind I'm using a really big needle here because I'm using an embroidery thread, but you get the idea where you're just catching your material there before again placing your needle in through the fold of your single hem. So you want to keep these as even as possible. I'm just doing my last stitch now. So here you can see that you can't really see the stitches from the back of the piece, so this would be the back of the trouser leg, the bit that you wouldn't see, and then from the front you should only see very small stitches, if not at all, if you're using the right needle and thread.
Join us on Wednesday the 24th of May when we'll be joined by the talented Joy Edgington. Joy will bring us an amazing project from a wonderful new book, Seaside Quilts. She'll show you how to create a boat and a wave block, which will be perfect for developing your techniques into some stunning projects. So, don't miss Joy on Wednesday the 24th of May at 8 AM, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
She's back in a new frock look. That's a nice one. I love that fabric.
Nice.
Is that a stretchy one as well?
It's scuba.
Pardon?
Scuba. It's a scuba panorama.
Like you make scuba suits out of it?
Not quite, but yeah, but yeah, it's a stretch
it was really
jersey.
weird because I was in a motorway service station last week up in York, right? In the middle, nowhere near any water, and the shop had a whole range of scuba diving equipment. And I couldn't quite figure it out. Anyway, it's lovely. It's gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
Right. For those of you who don't know, this is Amanda. She's first day today. She's already done that fabulous... first show was a complete sellout. The tote bag earlier with all the marine fabrics and everything. Now, you're a whiz on an overlocker. This is our overlocker. I think we've only been shown once so far. I love overlockers, and I love... You always think of an overlocker as being really frightening and really, really expensive. Well, this is neither. And you're going to show us now, if you were to buy this overlocker, remember, still only £2.95, post and packaging. If you were to buy this overlocker, Amanda's going to show you all the different things that go with it. But most importantly, if you've got a question about overlocking, then web chatting, go to our website, send us a web chat or an email, and we can ask it live on air. And Amanda, if she can answer it, we'll do it on there, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Before we start, this machine, normally £449. What you do get today, if you buy it just today until midnight, you also get the black and white thread pack that I just showed you and the little snippy scissors in for free. They're a free gift if you get the overlocker today. And there's the still of what everything you get, the L and the 664 Pro overlocking sewing machine, the thread and the snip, saving 14, well, you're getting a gift of £14.90, aren't you? £14.90. Right, so when I first started using overlockers, they were about this big, and you had more than 4 threads, and you were terrified if one of the threads broke.
Yeah.
Whereas this is, I mean, it's still... It's not complicated, it's a simple one, but you've got to think about it, but it's not hard, is it?
They're not. You contain them really, really well. Absolutely fell in love. It's what it changed. It's a game changer. It's what got me into sewing after my gold knicker saga.
Yes.
Went on a course myself. Other people were dressmaking. Were like, don't you make your own things? I was like, no, I like them to look pretty inside as well. Had to go on an overlocker. Completely changed my life. Needed one, had one.
For somebody who doesn't know what an overlocker is, what does it do? What's the difference between an overlocker and a sewing machine?
Okay. The overlocker will actually trim and finish the inside of your seams altogether. You can actually construct a garment on them as well, so it will actually connect 2 pieces of fabric, finish the edges as well, so it's just super quick and easy. Or it will just literally finish the edges of your fabric, or it can do a decorative stitch, this particular one as well.
Oh.
So you've got the option of doing 2, 3 or 4 thread overlocking.
Okay, right, what we've done here is you wouldn't normally have a green one, a yellow one, a red one and a blue one on there. That's just for the demonstration today because there are 4 threads that go on. Each of them have got a code, like a blue code, a red code, where you need to take the thread and everything like that. So if you're thinking, oh, why on earth have you done all that multicoloured? Because look, on this one, you can see that the green one is obviously the under one. And then the others make up the top one there. It looks lovely, but you don't have to have it like that. You can make them all white if you're doing a white garment, all black if you're doing a black garment. Don't you really?
I always say when we do our Get to Know Your Overlocker courses is that you'll need 4 black, 4 white, that's your basics, and then just build up your range from there. Yeah. So the next one would be a grey, but 3 is enough. Grey just dissolves into everything. If you're doing something particular red, then just literally 3, and you can just sort of change it.
Yes.
On the garments I'm making, it's white inside, and then I put a blue on the needle, so when it sort of stretches, you don't see the inside. So you can mix and match with them. So yeah. So
I was going to lift your skirt. I was just about to go, let's have a look at the, but I won't do that too.
A little bit of a.
There you go. So now, did you stitch this at the seams at the same time? They're not finishing off. You actually stitch the seams with an overlocker.
Yeah.
Right, it's very professional looking, isn't it? And also, just see here, we've got different threads here. Once you're up and running, I would invest in some cones like this. Just if you're doing black and white, an awful lot on it, then invest in your cones like that. When you buy the kits, don't know if you've got them there, the kit actually comes with little cones that you sit on there that you can sit the bigger cones on.
Stops them from bouncing
because that's bouncing around, that's going to bounce around, say. And also you've got other little ones to go on the top to hold them in. Right, Janet, morning. What is the maximum size footprint of the overlocker? Oh, blimey. Wondering if it will fit the cavity for my sewing machine on my sewing table. Okay, hang on.
Oh, the actual dimensions.
The footprint means the size of it, doesn't it? I can say in the book, but I'll do it with a measurement now live on telly. So, wondering if it will fit in the cavity for my sewing machine on the sewing table. Oh, we must have a very big sewing machine if that's going to fit.
14,
anyway,
15 inches.
Say that again?
About 14.
Oh, you know it already, do
I'm
you?
not sure.
Right, so...
Oh, no.
It's about 11, the biggest, it's 11 inches across. Can you see that there? The biggest, it's 11 inches across.
Yeah.
And then height, well now, you see this here, if you look at this bit up here, this is a telescopic, that comes up, so you can have that lower down if you want to. There's also this little loop thing here, which you can put the threads through as well to stop them getting tangled. But the highest, I'd say that was the highest it goes. I'd say 20 inches at highest, 20 inches at the highest. Yeah. That's about right. Oh, and depth, sorry, depth. Oh, 11 inches. So it's an 11-inch square base and then 20 inches if you pull this up to its highest. I hope that helps, Janet. Right, sorry.
Okay, so we've got it threaded up at the moment on the 4 threads. So the 4 threads is for construction only. Okay?
Right.
So you've got your left needle and your right needle. When we thread up, it's not that scary. It really isn't.
Okay, before you start, sorry to interrupt. Yeah. I'm going to keep interrupting like this.
No.
You say 4 threads is for construction only. What you've done there. So you're going to sew the seam and finish the seam and cut the seam all in one.
Yeah.
And you don't need to use a sewing machine then for that seam then? It literally stitches the whole thing together.
And that's why it's so quickly, and that's why it's absolutely brilliant for jerseys especially. It's my real love.
Right.
So
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm just asking questions that I think people, if I was sitting at home watching, they'd go, oh, I need to ask that.
So if I just sort of show you on 2 pieces of jersey.
Right.
Through. It's got this really handy little waistband.
Oh, yes, that is brilliant at the front. All the little excess that you're going to cut off drops into the little waistband that fits at the front.
You just literally lift the toe up.
Yes.
You've got it's got 2 blades, an upper blade and a lower blade.
Yeah.
And it's the upper blade that moves. And we can literally just put the edge of the fabric.
So when you're cutting out jersey, you cut the tiniest of seam allowances then?
You can just cut your pattern normally.
Yeah.
And then you've got the guides on the front. Thank you. Which you can line your fabric up, which will give you.
And so you can still do it with your 5/8 seam allowance, but cut the 5/8 seam allowance off as you go.
Yeah.
Right. The first question I'm going to ask now is: are the blades? Is it dangerous? Are the blades covered?
The upper blade is exposed, but you've really got to get your finger in.
Right.
Dangerously to actually cut. So you've got the toe extends forward to actually protect you.
Okay.
The one thing it really doesn't like is pins.
Oh no, of course not. So that's your blade there going up and down, and then that's the foot there. Yeah, because if you've got a pin in there, you're going to wreck that blade, aren't you?
It'll just completely take a chunk out of it. The replacement blade, it does come with a replacement blade. And they should, people sort of say, well, how long will it last? It's how long's a piece of string? If you use in the middle quite a lot, then you'll need to replace it.
Is that a replacement upper blade or lower blade?
Yeah.
Right, because I've got a message from Linda saying, good morning, John and Amanda. Can you use the overlocker without the upper blade?
Yes, you can.
And why would you do that then?
If you didn't need to sort of be trimming off in any way or shape or form, so it just literally disengages by pushing it in and twisting down. And then that way you've then just got the lower blade, but the lower blade won't actually cut without the upper.
Anything. So it's literally, you're just finishing the edges or doing a seam, but not cutting anything off.
So you can you've got that option.
And that was just a little spring on this side.
It just, when they're quite new, they're a little bit stiffer, but you just push in and twist up.
Yeah.
And that's why I really like these ones. Again, we've got these in the studios. I just find overlockers with a lower blade so much easier and accessible when you are threading in the needles. Just brilliant.
Yes.
Okay.
Good question. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for that question.
So that's literally the 2 pieces of jersey joined together.
So, and it's going to stretch with you as well, isn't it? So there's your seam. So that's the top. Then that's the equivalent of like the bob, even though there's no bobbin, the green thread, the number 4 thread
is your lower loop.
Is your lower thread. And so you finish the seam off. It's not like in the old days when I first started, we had to put lycra together with a zigzag stitch on the sewing machine. And then when you pull your lycra like that, you then see sometimes the zigzag in there. But look, that seam's well and truly encased there. And because it's jersey,
it stretches with it.
Look, and if you did that with the sewing machine straight, you'd hear pop, 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 as all the I mean, some sewing machines, a lot of the Ellen sewing machines do have a stretch stitch on them, but if you would just put a straight stitch in there and you pulled it like that, you'd hear them all popping and breaking and everything. Okay, so that's with all 4 threads.
Yeah.
So,
So as I say, we sort of like put them together. So that's the upper looper, like you said, the lower looper. That's why we always thread up so you can actually sort of see where they are.
Yes,
and from the top,
yeah.
people always ask me, is there a right or a wrong way that you can put it in? If you put your fabric in, if you're just finishing your edges with the print facing up to you, it will always be the upper looper with your thread and then the lower looper.
Yes.
And then, unfortunately, we do have to unpick at some points. But if you can then read it, it's so easy then to unpick. If we've got, can I borrow that thread? Or I could get you to do it.
But the thread. First day. First day.
So to actually unpick, I don't know whether the camera can pick it up. If you actually
just want to pop it down.
Can
you pop it down there? You got that, Michael? Oh.
So the red thread is the right-hand needle.
Right.
So if we flick that little red one up, that will then pull out. So I always say to my ladies, if you're doing alterations on ready-bought sort of garments, they're always overlocked. And if you know which stitch is doing
which stitch is doing what?
It makes life so much easier unpicking them. And then we just need to find the little blue thread there, which
that's the green.
Got colour blindness. There it is. Okay. So the blue is then the left-hand needle.
Do you have to do the red one first, or can you do the blue one first?
I've just always found that doing that centre one. I'm going to start from the other end. It's quite a tight jersey.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
And then that will pull these out. And then you're up in your lower, will just literally
just unravel.
Fall away.
Yeah, because otherwise you're always running the seam ripper along here and then having to get the next stitch out. And
so, that's the blue one again. Just ease it. So it does make life, and it's when you sort of get a good run, it's a bit like when you decorate and you get a good piece of wallpaper and you strip it off and it's just very therapeutic.
You do wallpapering as well?
I've been known to.
I haven't got to message Hannah. Nothing's come. No, there was another message came through, but it hasn't come through to me yet.
Okay.
What was it, Hannah? Oh, it's right. How to finish the overlocker tails? Thank you, Pauline from Rougeley.
Right, so to finish the tails off, you can cut them bluntly if it's going to go across an intersection on your seams. Right. So if you're sort of taking it down the side seam and then it's going to be finished and crossed over with an sleeve, you can just cut them off and that's not a problem. And then you're going to be hemming up. So that will just cross, so you don't need to. You can then sort of take your threads, thread them through quite a wide-eyed needle.
All four of them together?
All four together. And then just insert the needle under the lower looper and just take them through underneath and snip off.
Because you can't reverse on an overlocker?
You cannot reverse, no. Or you can just put a little dab of fray check on them as well. And stuff.
Oh, that's what Jane was saying, wasn't it? Jane's got a little bit of pot of glue in hers, and she literally just puts a little bit of glue. I think it was Jane, yeah. And then that will work quite nicely with those. Is it easy to thread? That's the next question.
Dead simple. It really is one of the easiest machines. We have lots come through the studio. And again, I know I'm biased, we have these, but that's the reason, because they are so easy to actually thread through. It's all colour-coded, okay? So, but obviously if you have got all your black, all your whites, they do like to be threaded from right to left. So they always like to have the lower looper first, then the upper looper, and then you thread your needles. Okay? You can actually sort of cut your thread. If you're changing colours...
and then just...
You'd put them on, you can put them on and then just tie through.
And then just pull.
And then pull. So when you've got a chain...
I always used to do the overlocker like that, and then if that then breaks, it's like... I don't know where this is going now. You don't learn if you do it that way.
Again, on our courses, we start off doing it that, but then by the end of the day, I have my wiki bit and I come along and chop everybody's.
There you go. That's it.
But by that time, everybody's really comfortable with them. You disengage your chain by cranking the hand wheel back and that will release all the chain threads.
So is that like when you're threading a bobbin on a sewing machine, you release the clutch?
Clutch, yeah.
It's the same thing.
So the presser foot would be up. You disengage by threading back and then just pull. And
on the back there, can we just have a look at that? It was the bottom wheel,
was it? Yeah, the bottom wheel, which actually works
there.
Through there. And then you just give a little tug. And you hear them pop through the tension guides. And then you just pull it through. There it comes. That way.
Okay.
Okay, but if it does decide to unthread itself and it comes undone, be brave. There we go.
Right.
Threads through, clips under the thread guide.
Yeah, with you.
Through the tension disc.
Yeah.
Through again the little thread guide. You've got all of the instructions down here, but you've also got the little coloured dots to follow. So you're coming straight down, hooks behind the loop. You then thread through, and it does come with a pair of tweezers, which are some lovely big long tweezers, which always helps as well. Through.
Can you get Amy to bring me in the manual for this, please? That'd be brilliant, thank you.
Okay, and then there's some little hooks behind the mechanics, and this little disc pops up just to expose your two hooks that need the thread hooking round.
Okay, now as I was saying earlier, let me get my dobber, Derek the dobber. You see how we've done this in the green thread and we've got the green tension dial here. Now the camera's just catching up with us there. There you go. Then what you do is you follow all the things that you have to put the green thread through, as it were, have green dobs on them. So you can see green dots on them. So you can see exactly where you're supposed to put the thread in the machine and everything. You can't really see that on your camera because you can't, obviously, Mike can't get into the camera to show you. But I've just got the brochure here, and I'll show you in there what it's all about.
And then the very last bit is we just thread through the eye of the lower looper needle.
Right.
Okay, and that's done. And it's the lower looper has got the most steps to go through.
Yes, yeah.
The upper looper, again, straight down, through the thread guide, one little hook, and then up to the eye of the upper looper. And then your needle ones are just exactly the same as a normal sewing machine.
Yeah. Just follow, basically, I'm just trying to find it in here. You just threading machine, page 21. You literally just follow all of, there it is. It's just got all of the instructions. Obviously, these are in black and white and on your machine. They're all, the green one's got green dots, the yellow one's got yellow dots, the red one's got red dots. And there's even in there, you can't see it on here, even in there, there's actual little map. It looks like the tube map of London on the machine itself, at the bottom inside there, of where you should be going next with all of your different colours. Because obviously they will be, if you're doing all, you see there, you'll be doing all black or all white maybe, and the colours might not mean anything to you, but the actual system has the colours printed there as well. All that for £449. Okay, right, carry on.
Brilliant. Okay, so other little bits that we need to look at is that the tension wheels, okay, they'll come set on threes all the way across.
Okay.
Okay, there is a time to twiddle with your tension or knobs, and a time not to. Okay, so but you don't.
I didn't say that. I just want everybody. I didn't say that.
Just your little tension wheels. You don't actually need to twiddle with those. Everything is worked through the stitch length, the differential feed,
right,
and the lower blade, which operates your stitch width.
Okay, so just go through. So it's all. What have you got on the side there?
So we have the stitch length.
Yeah.
So again, when it's set in neutral, it's set at 3.
Right.
So
why would you do different stitch lengths?
Okay, so just like a normal sewing machine, if you're dealing with thicker fabrics, say wool, or quite a few layers, you would extend the length of the stitch length up to accommodate.
Okay. Right.
Finer fabric, you can go down, and then you've got an R for doing a really beautiful rolled hem.
Oh, I thought off was really beautiful. Though. That's
really beautiful.
For
really
a rolled hem.
For a rolled hem. So we can show you that.
Yeah.
Got time.
And then what's the next disc
Okay, so the next one down is differential feed. So this is the one that tends to get people and it confuses them.
Yeah.
One is, again, it's in its neutral state and it will just coat with normal fabrics, weaves and cottons.
Yeah.
And it will then turn, what it does is it's operating the feed dogs. On an overlocker, it has 2 sets of feed dogs.
Oh, okay.
Whereas on a machine, we'll only have the 1 set.
Yeah.
So when it's set in neutral, the front and the back feed dogs will actually work simultaneously together, pulling the fabric through.
Right.
Okay. If we would, so on here, you can sort of see we've got a little bit of a warp going through our jersey because it's got the stretch, and we need to counterbalance to make sure that we get a nice flat seam.
Right.
So if we turn the differential feed up to a 1.5 or a 2, the front feed dog will work quicker than the back feed dog, and will pull the fabric through and even that stretch out.
Wow.
So I can show you the differences on those. And then to take it down to a 0.5, the front feed dog will then work slower and will pull the fabric and stretch it to again even out. So if you're working on very fine fabrics, chiffons, things like that, it can pucker.
How
so
fantastic.
it will just even that through.
Yeah.
So it's a really good
Was there a third thing you said on the side there? Oh, no, the third thing was
so the third one, again, whether the camera can get in, you've got the upper blade, and then you've got this lower blade.
Right.
Okay, and this is operated through here. Okay, so whether you can see the gap that emerges when that is taken out.
Oh, it's moving away. It's moving away.
And then comes in. Yeah.
Oh yes, I can see it now. I can see it moving now.
So that.
And what would you use? Why would you do that?
That actually then determines your stitch width.
Oh, of course, yes.
Okay, so normally there's an indentation groove.
Yeah.
And the lower blade just sits proud to the right-hand side of it. And again, that's in neutral. And when you start getting into your overlocking, as you start looking at your stitches, the fabric should lay nice and flat, just encased around the stitches. Yes. If it's slightly bunched, or you can see that it's rolling through, it's because your stitch width is too narrow, and it's pulling it round. And so you just then extend that through. Or if you look at it and you're working on a very fine fabric, you might find that the stitches are just overhanging off the fabric a little bit, and it just means that it's too wide. Yeah,
and I've seen both of those happen.
It's just being able to read and problem solve and just adjust the widths and the lengths.
I'd like you to hear this. Oh, John, that was the best description of the deferential feed I've ever heard. Brilliant. Nothing to do with me. Nothing to do. I just stood here and pointed.
It took me a little while to actually get my head round it.
But it's lovely hearing you. I mean, I love Jane from Elna, but it's lovely hearing you as somebody who does this every day of your life with your sewing and your overlocking and everything like that. You can see the passion you've got for this machine because you know it inside out.
I just love these machines. As I say, it just revolutionised my sewing, or really got me into sewing.
Yeah.
And from then on, I've never bought a piece of ready-made garment since.
That's
it.
Right.
So
now, don't forget, this normally costs £449, but today, if you get, I'll show you the slides rather than show thing. If you buy today, up until midnight tonight, you get £14.90 worth of gifts, really, don't you? You get the thread set, the black and white thread set, and the hemline snip Pro Cut scissors, 4.75 inches. Still £449, still only pay £2.95 post and packaging within 4 to 6 working days. And that's today only, comes off at midnight tonight. All right, what are you going to impress us with next?
So, I was going to just show you the difference on that differential feed. So
yes.
If we pop it through,
what fabric are you using here then?
This is just a cotton knit jersey.
Right.
Okay, so you can see that there's a bit of a waffle going through. Okay, and we would much prefer it to be flatter.
If you've done a seam and it's got that waffle, is it going to affect the finished garment?
Yeah, it will. You will actually sort of see it will sort of go in and out. Also, just on normal weave fabrics.
Yeah.
Okay, depending on the cut that you've gone through, say you're doing an A-line skirt, again, you're starting to come through the bias of the fabric, which will again stretch. So again, you'll need the differential feed to compensate.
Yeah.
So if we
Well,
then take...
for example, here, though, if you had that waffle effect going on that seam there, you're going to really sit. It's not going to sit properly, is it?
Okay,
so what are you going to do?
I've turned it up now to a 1.5, so the front feed dogs are going to work that little bit quicker.
Yeah.
We will get a flatter
Brilliant
piece.
I can see it when you were doing it through the machine, how much better it was.
And then, on the other hand, we can then turn it right down to the 0.0, drop the fabric. So
this is the opposite.
The opposite, where the front free dog will work, and you can actually hear the machine is slower.
Yes. Oh, but that would be good if you were doing a frilled, if you were doing a little leotard for lots of little kids' ballet, and you wanted little ruffles.
Yeah, and on round cuffs,
Yes.
very on trend at the moment. So you've got a lettuce edge.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah, lettuce edge finish. So it's
I'm
brilliant.
learning all these new terms today. Dog ears, lettuce edge. I like that, because that automatically...
Really pretty.
Because when you do a ruffle on using normal cotton, you do the bias, you'd bend it, you'd fold it, you do all of that. Whereas if you're doing a leotard or a jersey, just a T-shirt with like ruffled adornment on, you could do all of that with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I used to make my daughter just little simple jersey tops, just lettuce edge the top, 2 little square bits, ribbon over the shoulder straps, and it would be dead pretty.
And again, you could then use it as a decorative using all the different colours and not just the colour that you're using. So like that, you could add another dimension to the garment.
Totally.
Oh, I've got another message now from Tracy. Is the overlocker, can you use the overlocker on all fabrics?
Pretty much, yes. All your cottons, all your jerseys. I've put through slim finish, sort of pleatherer, leatherer as well.
But do you need to even finish?
Not really.
Because
no.
you just cut that.
It's just if it's. I make wrestling gear as well.
Uh-oh.
So you'll be all right there. I can bring you a pair of trunks in.
I knew this was going. Does Simon go wrestling?
No, actually, it's his son. I started making some gear for, and now I've. Have a whole band of them.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, in my village where I live, it's very big for cyclists, you know, like, and yesterday there was some competition going on between my village and the next village, and they're all these like young teenager boys and girls and everything. But I just looked at how much that all their parents must have spent in, not only on the bikes, but on all those lycra outfits. You know what I mean? They don't come cheap, do they? And
they don't.
You know, all that kind of thing, if you can help with something like that. Or if something like that rips, you need your overlocker to fit, you know, if a seam comes open, you're not going to be able to do it on the sewing machine when it's that intense, are you? So it's just, I just thought of the expense last night. Anyway.
Okay, so what I've done is I've taken out the left-hand needle and just left the right-hand needle in, which is the red thread.
Okay.
Okay, so this is now going on to 3-thread overlocking, which is where you would just literally finish your seam. Okay, so it's not going to hold 2 pieces of fabric together.
So this is what I would do. When I used to make costumes, we would make the outfits, and then you always needed to, it might be worn by a different actor or something, might need to let it out, let in, but you'd overlock down. So this is what we'd use that for. We never did what you're doing now and put 2 seams together. No. These are just literally overlocking the seam allowance on either side.
That's right, yeah, just to neaten off.
So which colour is no longer being used then?
So we're no longer using the blue.
Okay.
So you take out the whole of the blue.
Yeah.
Don't ever be tempted either to just take the thread out and leave the needles in position, because it knows. And you can, if you're leaving in the one, it will actually pierce the fabric as well.
Of course. So you've actually taken the blue off and the blue needle out.
Yeah. Okay. So this is then you'll get a narrow finish on your 3-thread. So it's going to stop any of the unravelling. Change my differential feed again.
So this is the equivalent to doing a zigzag stitch or a pinking shears or something like that, just to finish the edge off.
That's right. And it's quite handy because it's got this little thread cutter at the side as well. And it's always important to chain off. Always leave about a 4 to 5 inch chain of thread.
Why is that?
Okay, because if it does get sucked back down, if it's too short and it gets sucked back down, one of the loopers are going to come and thread it. And
it'll be a mess.
Yeah, you're all inside and you've got to get it threaded through. So yeah, we always call it chaining off. So about 4 or 5 inches.
Okay.
So
I haven't got the message, Hannah. No. Sorry, there's another question. That's all.
So this is your narrow 3-thread finish.
Right.
So you can see that.
So have you got one with the blue? Have you got one with the fourth one in, just so we can see the difference?
There we go. There it is.
So what we're missing on that then? Would be the line of stitching that would stitch the two.
Yeah, and it sort of, that line drags over the upper and the lower looper. Yeah. So you're literally going from a sort of a 6 mil, just over a 1/4 inch seam.
Yes.
Down to
just literally.
Yeah.
Covering the edges like a posh zigzag stitch.
That's
but you've still got the green one underneath, you see.
Yeah, your lower looper.
So you've still got your lower looper there, and then on the top you've just got the two, and you haven't got the line of stitching which would stitch the two pieces of fabric together. So if you did this back and you did 2 lines of stitches like that, it would still be stitched together, but there would be no seam. It would be held together, and then you open it out, like when I opened that one out, you'd see all this, you'd see it, well, we've unpicked it, you'd see that's what you'd see, isn't it?
Yeah. That's right.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah, okay. So you would use your right needle if you're actually working on finer fabric, cottons, things like that, or you could actually do a 3-thread finish and put your left needle in, take the right needle out, and you'd get that width, okay, to finish off.
Yeah.
And you would use that if you're working on thick fabrics or something that's a very open weave. That really does fray a lot, and so it needs more fabric to actually hook onto. Otherwise,
okay, now this question for Tracy is like, you'll have to give your own personal opinion. I've got opinion, you'll have opinion on it. Tracy makes clothes, bags, and everything else. She's saying, even though £449 is a brilliant price for an overlocker, will it save her time, money, energy, all that in the end? Or is it worth, basically saying, should she buy one or not?
Undoubtedly, yeah, it would. You could,
and that's not, Tracy.
It isn't
Tracy,
at all.
That's not us saying to you, we're a shopping channel, buy it because we need to sell things. It's, I think, when I used to make costumes, right, when I got my first overlocker, it just, well, like you said, it started you off. Yeah. I think it's, yes, it is a considered purchase. You're going to have to pay £449 for it. But I think the amount of time you save and the neatness and the finish of everything, especially on your clothes, because sometimes on bags, all the raw edges are on the inside, you're lined anyway, so you don't have to worry so much about those. But on clothes, like I won't show you again, but just seam edges and finishing off edges and things like that, I think it's worth, because it has that lovely professional finish
to them. Yeah, and like you say, it's just the speed of things. You can put little girls' dresses together, skirts, in no time at all.
But also, like you say, you can do cotton, you can do thread, you can do stretch, you can do chiffons, you can do devore, you can do wool. So it's not just an overlocker to finish edge.
No, totally not.
Oh, there you go. Annette says, is it true it saves me time and...
Yeah, it certainly will.
Yeah.
Thanks for overlocking threads are cheaper to buy anyway, and you get a lot more with them.
Oh, so when you go to buy threads for your overlocker, you can use your normal thread, but you buy...
Overlocking thread. If you are sort of putting garments together, threads come in a weight.
Yes.
So your normal sort of all-purpose threads that you'd use are a 40 weight.
Yeah.
Embroidery threads would then be a 30. So the lower the number, the thicker the thread.
They are, yeah.
And with the embroidery numbers, you want them to be thicker because you're filling in the areas. Overlocking thread is 120 weight, so it's a lot finer, and you might think, well, it's not going to hold, it's so much. But because you're putting 3 or 4 of them together, that's where you get the strength. If you was to put all your normal threads on, you'd actually be adding too much bulk into your seams.
There you go. So we don't sell overlocking threads at the moment, but that might be something to look into in the future.
Definitely.
To sell overlocking threads. That's another really good point, because I would just presume, I'll just bung my threads on there.
You can, when you're doing decorative work, which I'll show you a rolled hem, and then it's lovely to put your embroidery threads on, and you've got the nice sheen with them. Or if you do your 2-thread serging, then you can actually do it decoratively and put the variegated threads on.
But for your everyday...
But yeah, if you're constructing and finishing, then I would recommend that you use overlocking thread.
Tracy said, thank you for your honesty. Gwendolyn says, wonderful overlocker demo. I want one. Thank you, Amanda. That's from Gwendolyn. Surrey, we've got lots of viewers in Surrey today.
Okay.
No, I'm finding it fascinating. I'm an old, bitter old, been doing it for so many years, and it's fascinating the way that I can see your passion for this, because there's demonstrating and there's demonstrating, isn't there? And you're doing it because you absolutely love it. Yeah.
I just use them all the time. So,
excuse me.
Again,
right, so what's next?
Declutch.
Sorry, what are you doing now?
I've just declutched and dethreaded again. I always prefer to dethread.
Right. Do you never? I always used to switch my machine completely off when I was doing anything to do with threads.
Yeah.
Are you doing that because you're so confident? Or would you tell your ladies that, gentlemen that come to their classes, turn off?
Yeah, health and safety, you should. It's got a safety mechanism on. When the door is actually open, it won't work anyway. So it is a safety mechanism with it. Age has got to me. So I just need the lights to actually see what I'm doing.
But if you're new to it and you don't know what you're doing, just unplug it or switch it off just while you're doing, because or move your pedal completely out of the way, because you don't want to press your pedal on there. Annette, morning. Can you tell me what sort of hem I can use on stretch fabric when I use the overlocker?
Okay, well, I'm going to just about to...
This kind.
Again, you could finish it off with a 3 or a 4 and then top stitch
Okay, so
around.
what's that one? Sorry, what's that?
This one.
What's that one there then?
This is actually my sort of indulgence. After I went from this, I then sort of went, I need one of those. And it's a cover machine.
Oh, what?
A cover machine.
And what's that?
It's a hemmer.
Oh, okay.
It really is an indulgence.
You can still do hemming on this, can't you?
You can still finish your hem.
Yes.
And then you would then revert back to your normal sewing machine
to do it.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and when I put hems in, I always put a basting line in on where I want to turn up to. And then I've got
on stretch fabric, on any fabric.
And any, I'd always put a basting line in, and then you can then just top stitch straight. And
loads of questions coming in for you. I struggle with, this is from Polly, I struggle with working with stretch fabrics. This machine looks so good for that. Could this machine help to shorten stretch fabric with a hem? Thank you. So,
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you have to shorten it with that, and then if you want to turn it up, you go back to your sewing machine to turn it up with. But you can actually chop it off and go to your finished length plus your seam length, then turn your seam lengths up.
You can, okay?
Right.
Or you can, if dependent on what finish you sort of want, and I have done it on jerseys as well, we'll do a rolled hem. So to do a rolled hem, we've got this little triangle stitch finger right at the front. On here, I don't know whether you can sort of zoom in.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
So there's this tiny little metal finger, and that's what the upper and lower get knitted around. So to do a rolled hem, we're actually going to disengage, so we push out the lower blade, and then we've got this little button here, and it goes from the standard stitch, and it pulls back to the R for the rolled hem.
Oh, okay, which you've got the R on the end of the machine as well, haven't you? Yes.
Okay, so you see how that is just disengaging that stitch finger.
Yeah.
And again, that's another lovely thing about this machine. There are other overlockers where you actually physically have to take it, and I've actually had somebody break their stitch finger as well by not clicking it back in properly. So that's an expensive do. Okay.
Teresa says, I wouldn't be without my overlocker. Brilliant accessory to a sewing machine.
Definitely, totally agree. So we've now got on the side a little button that just gets flicked from the standard stitch up to the rolled hem. Okay,
so you've done this at the front here. You've disengaged the finger with the going from normal sewing to rolled hem. You've done that switch over there, down. Is it down or up to rolled hem? Up to rolled hem. And then was there something else to do with rolled hem?
And then our stitch length, we're going to take down to a nice fine, so we can go onto our R.
Okay. Before you go any further, we've got another question. Good question. This from Karen or Caron in Dorset. When sewing a garment, do you overlock first, then sew, or sew first, then overlock?
Okay. If it's a pattern that you've not done before and you want fitting, I would generally baste it together, do a bit of a fit. I was doing this last night and I knew that I was going to take little bits. So I basted in my seams, checked the fit of it, and then just overlocked over the actual basting. Sometimes when you could then actually sort of just sew it on your machine and then put it through and join your seams together. but failing that, just finish off your seams and then start putting it together. So you've got lots of options.
The way I always used to use it with an overlocker is you'd say that's the side seam. You do your side seam together. You'd then press it open so your seam looks like that, and then you'd overlock both of those as the finishing. Because like I say, I never did the stitching together in one unless it was a leotard or something like that. Yeah. But I would always overlock afterwards. Sometimes if I had big pieces and it was like calico with the actual fabric, rather than basting it, I'd go around the edge and let the overlocking stitch hold it all together. So it was used as one fabric rather than two layers of the fabric. Anyway, sorry.
No, fine.
So what do we do? We're doing rolled hem.
So we're going to do a rolled hem.
When would you do a rolled hem?
Rolled hems are a lovely finish. You can do them on the edge of your napkins. You could finish your tablecloths off. You can do your hems. It's great on chiffons if you want that fluted.
Well, no, I was going to say chiffon is where you think of rolled hems, isn't it?
So that's just your flat rolled hem on a piece of calico.
Okay, so what's it actually doing? So how many needles have we? We've got 3.
So we've got the upper, which is the yellow.
Yeah.
The lower looper, the green, which is underneath. And you've got your red fine, which is your needle.
Now it's because everything looks different on this, doesn't it? Because before we could only see the green on the bottom. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So as it if you've got a really fray fabric, will that take off all the little frame bits as
and
you're going along?
And it will encase it through. Yeah. And what it's doing is actually pulling. You can actually tighten up your lower looper. Yeah. Your upper looper, sorry. Yeah. And it will then pull around the fabric and make it...
Because if you do rolled hem chiffon or on a very fray fabric on a machine, on a sewing machine, you have to do it and then you have to trim off all your edges, whereas this takes all your edges off. It's Polly again. I've got a basic overlocker. Would this one give me a lot more? Also, do receive a good explanatory manual. Thank you very much indeed. Right, I can answer the manual because I'll show it to you now. Is this better than a basic? What she's saying is this better than a basic overlocker?
This is your Rolls Royce. It is fantastic because you've got the option of doing your 2, your 3 and your 4, okay? And it's also got this lovely display on the front. So if that doesn't make sense, always, you can sort of like read them and you think,
I'll go through.
And I think when we're sort of a bit creative, we want sort of the demonstrations, we're more visual, that you can actually flick through and it will tell you, so if you want a safety 4 thread, it will tell you what you need. If you want your narrow 3 hem that I've done, you can take it through to...
It takes you through all the instructions.
Yeah. So it will tell you
where
you need your right needle. It will say that your needs to be on 3 to 4. It says that it needs to be on standard stitch. Yeah, so it just takes you through. It'll tell you where your differential feed needs to be in neutral and what tensions.
Now, what I love about this is just nothing to do with sewing whatsoever. By the way, we're down to single figures. We're down to single figures on this already. And lots of people interested. You see this, right? This is something that Eleanor didn't need to do. If you don't speak English, say English isn't your first language, and Dutch is, like Hannah, her first language is Dutch. Say, you see these, right? You only need to use them once. They're like a little sticker, which you can take off the card here, and it goes on the front here. So all the instructions are in the language that you want them to be in. Right. The other question that was asking, is the manual good? Yes. All the Eleanor manuals are fantastic. But as Amanda said, if you don't understand anything, there's that brilliant feature on the front. But also, Eleanor do have a number that you can just ring, a helpline. You can just ring and they'll help you. And if they can't help you there again, they'll get back to you. They are absolutely brilliant with their customer service. Just so you know that this is good, that's good, and their customer service is brilliant. Right, I've only got 16 minutes left. We better get a move on.
So, just doing the rolled hem now.
On chiffon.
On a bit of chiffon, a bit of georgette.
Right, and Marie says, could you tell me, can you use the overlocker just for sewing a straight line? Do you have to remove a needle from the overlock? Oh, if you just want... Oh, so you don't want to cut or finish or anything, you just want to cut a straight line. Can you tell me, can you use the overlocker just for sewing a straight line? Do you have to remove a needle from the overlocker if you do that? But then you wouldn't get any of the...
You can use it without the blade, so it doesn't trim anything off.
But you're always going to, the whole thing of the overlock is you have the overlocking.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll still have the process. You don't really want to just use it to do a line of, what you're saying is, can she just sew a seam with it without anything? But use your sewing machine for that, definitely.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
sorry. Right. I have a beep, 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 beep. I think that must be the make of hers, and I hate it. I want this one. It looks brilliant. And it is brilliant. It is brilliant, isn't it?
And if it is the beep, beep, beep one, that I think that it's got the... It's
Don't
hard to
say
get.
any names.
It's hard. No. It's hard to get into. That it's got the upper blade. Then yeah, definitely you won't regret it.
I need to say to you though, we are down to little single figures, and there are so many people messaging going, "Oh, I want one. I want one. I want one." This is the deal. You can buy it any day at £449. This is the deal for today. Oh, okay, right. I'll tell you. So. Okay, we're limited anyway, but not just the bundle, but with these as well, because they've been so popular since we first introduced them. I knew they would be. I knew, because I said from day one, why haven't we got an overlocker? Why haven't we got an overlocker? And now we've got the Rolls Royce of overlockers here. Right, okay, so we've done a rolled hem on chiffon.
Okay,
so if you're making a lovely scarf or something like that.
Scarves, if you've got chiffon overlays, just finishing off. I've used the rolled hems on jersey t-shirts as well.
I was going to say as well, if you're like, I used to make a lot of wedding dresses, and you'd have to, if you're making go back to the 80s now, but there'll be and they're coming back now, lots of ruffles, and you'd have to literally hem everything. You could just overlock the edge of your thing and then gather it up, and it's already done,
Absolutely
isn't it?
Beautiful.
Already done,
yeah. Or unlike me, when I'm making a dress to go to a wedding and like the service is in half an hour and I've still got a hem. Pop it through. It's fine.
Fine. We know what your life's like then, don't we? Right, so we've done... Was there another question we needed to answer? Oh, hang on, I've got something to be told. Oh, okay, right, okay. So what are we going to do next then? Is there something else? What's the next thing to show?
The one thing that might be interesting is to actually go round corners where you haven't got to, and then you've got this cut in, and obviously you've got the blade engaged, and the blade would actually end up forward, and you could cut through. So I thought if I demoed
before you stitch it, because I want to watch this is a demo we need to watch. There are so many people put this in their baskets, and we've got loads of people holding on the phone line, because it's a free phone line, isn't it? Waiting for the end of the demonstration. If you have got it in your basket, I would suggest, this is my own suggestion, I'm not adding any undue pressure, if you want it, check out your basket now, because there's people on the phone lines, and if they come in and say, I'll take it, they'll take it. We won't physically take out your basket, but if there are more people... If there are more people going in their baskets than we have, then only the first people to check out will actually get it. Right, so let's go round. Okay, have you got everything set up for the round going around the corner?
I have. Okay, so as I said, when we were doing the rolled hems, it's the same principle. If you was doing your placemats or table runners, anything like that, and you wanted to finish off, and you want to go all the way around, and it saves you sort of threading all the threads behind. Off we go. So as you get to the end, you've been on this bin.
Yeah, put your rubbish bin in.
Okay, so we just literally can hand turn it till we get to the end of the fabric.
Yeah.
Now, unlike a normal sewing machine where we would leave the needle in and pivot round, because we've got the stitch finger and everything's wrapped round it, it doesn't allow us to. So we lift the needle up out of the fabric and we pull back off the stitch finger.
Right.
Turn. Drop the presser foot back down, just tighten up our threads, and off we go.
Just so you know, there are 3 left. There are only 3 left now. Everyone, after I gave you that little warning, everybody started checking out. There's 3 left. There's 3 left. Okay. Did you want to tell me something, Hannah?
Are we ready for this one?
Yo, sorry, I'm watching.
I'm just like, I don't want
busy chatting to me. No, don't ignore me. Just keep going.
Now we've got this curve, sort of sharp angle to go down. So we're going to approach through, and what we do is we make a dart.
Oh, okay.
Turn and just make sure that we're keeping the fabric and go straight down.
And because you're not stitching very far in, you're not going to catch the end of the dart and get a pucker, are you?
That's it. And through.
I've never had this many messages. I was new to sewing last year and I love my overlocker. I did the overlocker course with Amanda. She is brilliant.
Who's that then?
That's from Deborah. Is that another Tamworth?
Must be.
So do you do lessons just in overlocking?
We do a whole day of get to know your overlocker.
So I'll tell you what, here you go. Buy your overlocker from us now and then trundle along to her class and learn how to use it properly then.
They're really, really popular. The next one is in September.
Out of the 17 places, just ring up with your name and we'll put you on the list.
No, we only take 6 at a time.
Oh, that's brilliant, 6 at a time.
Okay,
right.
so and there we have,
just pop
we've
that down
gone
the table.
all the way
that is
down.
Excellent.
So you've got neat edges going all the way round and your curve.
So I'd say practice with this before you do it on the real thing. Cut a fake one and do it. So when would you need to do that shape then? When would you need to do it?
Okay, so it's just getting people used to actually moving off the stitch finger.
Yeah.
If the other one that we give is also sort of a curve, so especially in dressmaking where you've got like crutch lines and
princess seams and things like that,
around your armholes, then again when you go around corners, people do tend to find that they're quite tricky.
Yes.
So yeah.
No, that's fantastic because I would be tempted to just kind of go ooh like that, and it would end up being like a big curve rather than a really, really neat one like that.
Okay.
Excellent. Crikey, there's so much to tell you, isn't there? Right, now, there are 3 left. There are 3 left. Oh no. 2 left. You need to check out your baskets. 2 left available. People need to check out their baskets. This is the Elna 664 Pro overlocking sewing. They called it an overlocking sewing machine, but that's a bit... It's an overlocker, basically. An overlocker. But you also get thread and scissors with this bundle. You get the all black and white thread, and you get the Hemline Snip Pro Cut scissors as well. All that for £449. Now, the machine costs £449 when we have it in stock, so you're not paying any extra. They're a free gift. They're a free gift to you. We were going to go through the sewing machine as well, but this has been so... We'll do that another day. Come back and do that another day, because you have to come back anyway. But that's fantastic. So now, is there anything else we need to know? Oh, I know what I need to tell you. No, hang on, it was some... Oh, no, I've already told you about the Elna. If you ring in with Elna... there's a helpline if you get any problems. You can ring in with Elna. The instructions manual is totally and utterly so well explained. Even I could understand it. So, but if, you have any problems at all, you can just give them a ring. There's also that lovely panel. I think that's brilliant there. If you're confused by anything, then you just have to... right, 1 left. 1 left. 1 in a basket and 1 left. That's all I've got left. That's all I've got left. I'm ever so sorry if you're watching later on tonight. Always ring the call centre, just double check. But I've got 1 left. What does it come with? Because you don't only get the overlocker, do you? You get...
you get your accessories. So with this model, you get your waste bin, which is really useful because you just end up with a big lap full of...
Yes, or if you're working in a carpeted room, all the bits get stuck in your carpet and everything like that. They certainly
do. You've got your oil.
So what would you need your oil for?
So, again, try and get into, it's like maintenance. If you look after your machine, then it will look after you. So try and get into a habit once a month, first Sunday the first Sunday of every month, something like that. Just pick a day and just go through and oil your machine.
But where would it tell you in here?
It tells you in the manual,
where to actually oil it.
And it's just in a couple of the little places. Yes. You don't sort of like daub it all the way
through.
And
also, once you've oiled it, you need little dibs, right? Yeah. Dibs or dabs. Don't then go and do a garment straight away. Run some calico or cotton through it and everything. So if there is any bit of oil left on anywhere, then it clears it off and it doesn't end up on your frock or your leotard or your floral frock or anything. Scuba diving frock.
It comes with spare needles.
Right. Are the needles, and I didn't see you taking them in and out, are the needles easy to put in and out?
They are. You have, lost it now. It works on just a tiny little screwdriver, which comes in it. It's just literally the 2 little screws. Yeah.
So it's like an old-fashioned sewing machine.
You've literally got 1 hole that the 2 needles sit in. So you may find that you need to just undo one to actually release the other if it's a little bit tight, but then always tighten the screw back up.
So there's 1 unit like that. The needles go in there and there. There's a screw there and there. If you want to take this needle out, you might need to undo that one a little bit just to release
it because it's 1 hole. Yeah. An important point, the needles are supposed to be offset. I have had ladies that have spent hours trying to get them level, but they are supposed to be offset.
Right, so what does that mean? One's higher than the other?
One's higher than the other,
Right.
Okay. You also then get your little nets.
Oh, I love these, the Ina Sharple's hair nets. But they're not for your hair, they're for putting over your... Because when you've got so many threads going on, they might get caught up. Whereas these, you put them over your threads just to save your threads from going... And they'll still unravel. They don't get in the way of those, but you get those as well.
Yeah,
and you get the big screwdriver.
Get the big screwdriver. So sometimes you will need to take off the throat plate because the dust that they actually create is phenomenal.
Yes.
So it just needs a good clean down.
Yeah, with your little... Oh, you got
Yes.
there's little brushes there as well.
There is a little brush.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a pointy end as well. Yeah.
You've got your spanner as well. So when you...
What's that for then?
That is for when you go
when
to
you change your spare needle.
blade.
That blade, yeah. Now, if you've had it for a few years, can you get in touch with Eleanor and buy more blades for the machine and everything? Yeah.
And they're very reasonable.
And it's difficult to say how long are they going to last because it depends how much you use your machine, doesn't
exactly,
it?
but
or if you go over a period.
I've had, obviously ours go through quite a lot, and we're still on the first blades a couple of years in, and they're fine.
And then yours are being used constantly, aren't they?
Yeah. You've also then got a needle threader as well, so you can put your thread.
Oh, well done with your first show, Amanda. Look forward to seeing you again. That's Laurie in Suffolk.
Thank you.
She's not even from... I haven't got her nets anyway.
Not somebody from Tamworth.
No, she's not from Tamworth, that one. She's from Suffolk, lovely Suffolk.
So your threader, okay, you put your thread in front of... And then when you push, it will push the thread through the eye of the needle.
Oh,
so
okay.
it'll help you.
Just show that. So, I'm just... are you going to the camera behind you, Michael, or in front of you? So where?
Okay. So the thread goes through.
Yeah,
and then when you push
that down, be careful. Yeah, be careful.
Okay, it'll then push that through the eye of the needle.
Oh, brilliant! So it's like the one that's actually on the Elna sewing machine, but just loose. It's not actually attached to the sewing machine.
But then the other end of it's got a little hole, and it's actually a needle holder, so you can actually then hold your needle. And then you can work that in to actually hold it and place it back inside.
How brilliant. How brilliant.
Or
and you get the little box it all comes in as well.
Oh, that's really super cute. Or you can put that in and then it stops the needle dropping into the bookings.
There are more people got this in their basket. Amanda, that was absolutely brilliant. Thank you. There are more people got this in their basket than we've got them, than the one that we've got left. So if you want this, you need to check out your basket. Now, we very quickly need to do tomorrow's menu, don't we? Yes, I will do. Thank you for all your messages. Thank you for all your messages. I've got something else that I've got to show you that should have happened in the Monochrome show, and I'm just going to show it to you quickly in a second. All right, bring out the graphics. You stay there, Amanda. That was absolutely fantastic. Oh, she'll be back, definitely. Don't worry about that. Right, so the two things I've got to show you are... Oh, right. In the last hour, there was supposed to be a Monochrome bundle, but we couldn't show it because we didn't have the right white fabric. Right? And we've had so many people asking for it. We're going to show it to you on a picture. You get 1/2 metre of the white, 1/2 metre, it's antique white. You get 1/2 metre of the black and you get 1/2 metre of the slate for £9.45. Right, just dial the number now or go on the web. We've shown it on the web. You can click it, put it in your basket. Should we show the menu very, very quickly for tomorrow? Okay, I think we've only got about 10 seconds, haven't we? Oh, 30, we're fine, 30 seconds. There we go. Fun with fabrics tomorrow. It's me tomorrow, by the way. Last chance with Stash Dash. Sew Bunting. Oh, Tilly's on tomorrow, isn't she? Sew Bunting with Tilly. Last chance with Stash Dash 2. And Threads Patchwork Panel. That's brilliant. My next door neighbour bought that. Amanda, you've been absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much indeed. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you for staying with us. Remember, if you need anything, just give us the call centre a ring. Go on the web and have a look there. We're back at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Being repeated on a loop until then. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Bye.
Bye.
Join us on Monday the 22nd of May when Tilly Rose makes a welcome return to Sewing Quarter, demonstrating the remarkable Threads Inkjet printable fabric. Tilly is a textile artist who's been designing and creating sewing pieces for a number of years, and she uses threads to make beautiful, unique projects with designs and images that can be printed on a standard inkjet printer. So, join Tilly on Monday the 22nd of May at 9 AM and 11 AM, only on Sewing Quarter. Freeview Channel 78.